Hardhead, I think, still streaming. I say think. I'm not sure. He might be beating off. I don't know.
Oh man.
Jigga was just making a sandwich. Strat is going somewhere. Probably sell dope. I don't know.
So Strat's not coming out today.
He should be here. Not long, but he should be here.
Okay.
Starting on time once again. Once again on time. Always on time. Always trying to do the best. Because we live in our best life.
Wait, if you're on time, you late. Oh, man,
That is also true, Jigga. You are very correct in that statement. Oh, man.
Oh, man, y'all see that chain, bro? He's selling dope, dog.
He definitely selling drugs. And he drinking. He definitely a dope boy.
Oh, man.
Hey. Man. What up, Prodigy? What up in the chat? We about to start the podcast in a minute. Shit. Hey, Jig.
Yep.
The man, Paperboy.
Oh, man.
Where the fuck Hardhead at? I know he ain't doing nothing right now. He must be in the bathroom tearing this shit up.
No, he's
Maybe.
Yo, Prodigy, hit me up after the podcast, pimp. I thought.
Dog. What's me say?
What up?
I don't know, bro.
What the fuck was you about to say? That's the reason I said what up.
I don't know.
Strat has to sell his Transformers for drugs. Yo, Strat, you got to swing on that, man.
Yeah.
You said you got to sell Transformers to get dope to sell.
That's why I ain't addicted like that.
We said sell. We didn't say smoke.
What do I have to sell them to sell drugs?
You got to pay for the drugs somehow. I don't know.
What is that? Some IPS? That shit sound nasty.
IPA?
IPA, bro.
That shit
He
sound
said
nasty.
IPS, motherfucker.
Look, his camera trash. I can't.
Yeah, sure. You got
that
some
shit
funky ass camera, bro.
What you talking about?
Like, look at that shit. Look at that quality. That shit ain't even
Hey, let that man
720p.
live.
It's a 1080p, motherfucker.
Nah, dude, look at it. It's pixelated.
Oh my god!
Man, like let me up this quality then.
Up
I
this
can't.
quality.
It's
No.
1080p. It's just as good as it gets.
Hey, he's
No,
still
I don't know, dude.
He's
That
still in
shit looks
Brazil,
fucking
but his internet
pixelated.
trash.
It's because of all
see
the
you.
light in the room.
PC
Oh,
Master Race.
Let's get
He's
to
not,
work.
he's not back in America, bro. He's still in Brazil with that trash.
Welcome to Usual Suspects Podcast for February 8th, 2019. Happy Black History Month. If I hadn't said it last week, it is Black History Month. Please support all your black creators that you like. If you don't fuck with us, understandable. If you do, please leave a like. And with that, we're going to start the podcast. I'm going to go at random. So whoever my finger is pointing to when I open my eyes is going to do the intro first. So I don't even know where I'm pointing at, but I know I'm touching my screen. Shit. 3, 2, 1. Bruh, I over here, my finger all the way on the broadcast button. What the fuck?
Oh, I guess the broadcast got to do it.
Man, shut the fuck up. Since you said something, Redhood, you go first.
What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Some interesting topics today, and I can't wait to talk about it. And I'm gonna steal all of Strat's Transformer toys and fucking action figures and whatever dolls he got behind him.
The fuck?
They got the live shit. What the fuck is going on?
Crazy. What'd I do?
I don't even know. You about to
Hey,
get
man.
live out here, Chief.
You still won't face me in Halo.
I've been waiting for that match.
You be a
for like
chicken,
8
man. You be mad
We
chicken.
can do this during the podcast right now.
During the
He
podcast.
said he won't smoke.
Hey.
Whoa.
Shit. Hey, right here, man.
Oh, dude, you got the controller, dude? No, mouse and keyboard.
I'll wreck you
Oh
with the
my.
controller.
No, we're doing mouse and keyboard.
Oh my god! But
I'll wreck you with my. I'll play with my feet.
Your feet? All right. Let's do
hey,
that.
Straight.
shit.
Since you talking all this good shit, introduce yourself.
I already know it's Strat here, best Halo player on the podcast.
Oh, man.
That's a
Get it
lie.
done.
That's a damn lie. Last time we played Halo, I was top of the board and we lost still.
Damn, Strat.
Yeah, that proves anything.
That proves that I'm still better than you.
That wasn't a 1v1 scenario.
A 1v1 ain't gonna stop me from being better than you.
I mean,
Strat, if we play together and I'm on top of the board and I got 25 kills and you barely scraping by with 17, I don't want to hear that shit.
I gotta
Introduce
also.
yourself.
this man don't understand. 17-25, not that far away.
Introduce yourself, because you were struggling the first half of the game. I remember that game. Stop it.
Oh, yeah,
Introduce
you
yourself.
gotta introduce yourself as being a fraud for
I
Assassin's Creed.
already introduced myself.
Fake fan.
is the fake fan of Assassin's Creed Stratosphere.
I was that a fake fan because I didn't know Desmond
had a son.
another
Oh
son.
man, you should know that shit.
Oh man, Xbox. Jiggy.
Oh man, why did it go me like I fool in my mouth? Anyway, is Jiggy your favorite casual gamer? Oh man, still casual.
Eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches casually.
Oh man, facts, bro. But
Make me one.
No.
Oh, I definitely didn't. But hope y'all enjoy the podcast today, people. Yay!
And Trey back again. What's up, Trey?
Hi guys.
Oh,
God dang, why you say it like that?
yeah.
We don't know where the hell Hardhead at.
Yo,
Oh,
most
man,
important question I got for Jigga,
Trey,
and that is, if you had to choose a peanut butter sandwich or a jelly sandwich, which one would you choose?
I'm gonna be honest, peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way.
Jelly.
Some people choose.
terrible.
Some people choose jelly for some reason.
The jelly, as much as I like jelly sandwiches, jelly sandwich fuck up the bread, and I don't like that.
Wait, what? What was the question?
Peanut butter sandwich or a jelly sandwich, not both together.
Jelly.
Oh man.
God.
Like, really, guys? Like, are we?
I like peanut butter.
That's not even a question.
Oh my
A
God.
jelly sandwich sounds nasty.
Oh man. But anywho, we gonna move on to the first topic. The Witcher does this crossover with Monster Hunter. I think it started either yesterday or today. Geralt and Ciri in the game, and I don't know what monster you're hunting. I should probably look that up because I forgot to. My bad, y'all. I've been busy with other stuff, so looking this up was not my first train of thought. I know I saw it on my topics list. I was probably like, what the fuck? And I put it there. And yeah, so what monster?
Rathalos, oh man.
Probably a Rathalos. You are hunting a... It don't say. You hunting something, I don't know what the fuck it is. It just say Geralt and Ciri in the game. That's it.
Probably hunting an elf.
Elk.
Elk. Oh my
I
God.
said an elf.
Wait, do they even have elk in any of the Witcher
I
games?
said elf.
He said elf.
Man. No, that's something I actually want to know. Are there even freaking elks in the Witcher world?
I don't know.
I think so, but this ain't the time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Is anybody gonna be playing this little event from Monster Hunter other than me?
Nope.
Maybe one day.
Nah, cuz.
I'm done with that game.
Strat don't play Monster Hunter, so we already know his answer. He gonna sip on that IPA and mind his business.
I tried it when it came out. I played with you guys for a little bit. Wasn't my
Hey,
game.
you didn't beat the game.
I mean, I had it through Game Share.
Well, that's all.
But not beating that game is a W. That game trash.
I cannot agree, but if you say so. Moving on from that, classic BioWare and Black Isle RPGs are coming to consoles this year. And let me go get the list for that. By the way, I do have like bookmarks for all this, but I never have all this open because I already have like damn near. Let's see how many tabs I have open right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 tabs open. So yeah.
21.
21, yeah. Your boy got 21 tabs open. So if you ask me why I don't got that shit open, that's why.
You British?
Sure. Oh shit, it's hard.
Why do you have 21 tabs open?
Because I just do.
Dude, I usually tend to have even like more than 21 tabs open.
Why would you? Ever?
Because I look at
Cool,
it.
bro. Different tabs for different subjects.
How many things are you looking up for school?
Physics, equations.
I mean,
We
that's
know what them
that's
tabs
the,
is,
that's a you
dog.
problem doing.
Hold
that
on, my
at school, man.
before
That's
Y'all
me.
ain't
wait a
We
second.
know what them tabs
joking,
is.
I'm
Y'all was
joking,
on
Redhood.
Pornhub. Y'all hit the category button and y'all just open up a new tab every time you saw it.
I wish that was the case, but no, mine is for either work or fucking research I'm doing on other shit. I wish that was the case. So back to the topic at hand. Also, hi Hardhead, you can do your intro after this topic. They are going to be remastering Baldur's Gate 2, Baldur's Gate Siege of the Dragon Spear, Icewind Dale, Planescape Torment, Neverwinter Nights. Those are coming. What else is coming? They don't even. Oh yeah, that's a list. I can't read. So yeah, anybody gonna be trying these RPGs that I know ain't none of y'all played to me?
I will, cause I like Baldur's Gate.
I'll try Baldur's Gate. I hear that.
Dude, if you ain't playing it on PC, you ain't playing it right.
I like Baldur's Gate.
Shut the fuck up.
Hardhead can confirm this. Shout
That's
out
low
to
key
Willie, by the
facts
way.
about Baldur's Gate, dog.
I think everybody should try these RPGs because those are classic RPGs that most people have played. But I know most of y'all don't play nothing but Western RPGs because y'all don't know better.
X.
I'm the JRPG god. What are you talking about?
You got it. Hardhead, your intro quickly in between topics.
Hello, I'm Hardhead. Welcome to the podcast. Let's get it started.
Wait, where is The Witcher made at?
The Witcher's
Poland.
Poland, dude.
Poland.
Okay, I'm a PRPG god.
Wait, what?
What?
I can condone.
That's
that
a Western
because,
RPG, Jigga.
No, it's PRPG dog.
that's really in the middle.
Isn't it East?
No, that's still considered Western because
Nah,
Japan,
I don't
Japan
consider
would
that
be
Western.
no, but that's my thing. By the logic of how things are named, JRPG,
No,
it is.
no.
Motherfucker. I'm not finna explain genres to you because you an idiot.
No, Shaq's just trying to say because it's not, in America.
America. No, here's the thing. Japan considers anything that's not Japan Western.
I mean, that's kind of fucked up. when you
I
think
know,
about
but
it.
he's just
Who-
going
who-
by
who's Ja-
landscapes, geometry.
Who's
you know?
Japan to say that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Japan.
Who was Japan to say that? Japan released how many Final Fantasies that all are acclaimed before y'all released one good RPG in America?
That's because we was out here shooting.
How many
at people.
consoles they released?
That's a lot of games that you got to go through before you get to.
Sony.
I'm just saying, y'all can't be talking reckless out here. Y'all got a couple good ones underneath your belt. Can't be doing all that. Yeah, can reckless out here.
Man, don't make me do it. Man, fall back. Yo, who getting beat up by a dog?
I think Hardhead.
Dude, Hardhead has a dog.
I have no clue. I'm just saying it just to say it.
He ain't
No, I
flush the
think-
toilet. His dog smelled the doo-doo, dog.
What?
Let me. Hey, yo, somebody tell Hardhead he muted when he come back. By the way, I want his business to get leaked. Them bitches barking. But anywho, back on topic. Killer Queen Black. I know
What
somebody.
you eating? Oh man, I'm hungry now.
Oh my god! Tell Hardhead his dogs. Hardhead, you muted by the way because your dogs was barking loud as shit. You got.
I know.
You got dogs? Oh man,
Yes, he has.
A dog.
bitches.
a dog.
That motherfucker sounded like two. That shit was crazy. But anywho,
Multiple personality.
sure. Killer Queen Black was delayed. It is coming to Discord and Switch first. Has anybody heard this other than me, by the way? Because I heard.
What is that?
Okay.
What's the
It's
name?
one
Wait,
of the
what's the-
games they showed at E3.
What's the name again?
Killer Queen Black.
What is that
I,
about?
I swear we saw something about.
It's an
that.
old arcade game.
It really. It's not old. Not that I remember it.
I'm good. I ain't heard nothing about
Okay, yeah, it was released back in 2013, back when the consoles first came out. But it is an arcade game.
Yeah,
So
I
you-
forgot it was supposed to come out.
No, the only reason I bring this up is because back when I was with my old social group of friends, shout out to them assholes. Love them to death, by the way. I just call them assholes because that's what we call each other. We was talking about that shit heavy, and we wanted to play it, but none of us live close to an arcade, and all the arcades in Memphis got closed up a long time ago. So yeah, I think it looks cool. I'll probably buy it on Discord because I'm not buying a Switch anytime soon. I think it's coming to Windows. Yeah, well, that's Discord. So yeah.
Is it coming to Steam? If not, we got to boycott it.
I just told you it's coming to what? Discord first.
Nah,
most
get
likely.
it on Steam, sir.
Shut the fuck up
I'm
about
about to
that.
boycott that game.
Boycott that shit.
Boycott it then. I don't give a fuck. It was an E3. I don't know which stage, but it was. Who gonna try this at least?
I don't know.
It depends on how cheap.
Hey,
it
look,
is.
right. If my fit girl got it, I'm going to play it, see what it's like.
Yo, this man, bro.
I'm done.
Oh man, Kofi. But no, I'm gonna try it out if it's cheap enough. Other than that, I don't know. It took too long to come out. That game went through development hell like 3 times.
If they give it to me for free, I'll play it. But other than that, nah.
Yeah,
Jay-
with Nitro. If it come out from Nitro, I'm definitely copping.
I
I
think
don't even have Nitro. How
What
much
the fuck
is
is
Nitro?
Nitro?
From Discord.
what?
Oh, Discord Nitro. Discord
Yes.
Nitro. I don't have
Yes.
that.
Matt, are you high?
I don't have Discord Nitro.
Dude, he's drunk, bro.
That is true. He is drinking.
I
That
didn't
shit-
have a beer yet, man. Like, I'm on
What
half
is-
of it.
Oh man.
Oh my god. You might be a lightweight.
Nah,
Dude,
it's at least 3 of these.
Oh,
Nah,
man, his
that's-
I was
dog-
gonna say
that's
some more
light.
stuff
That's
about
light.
people saying that they could drink heavy.
Oh, man,
Let's just
I know
stop right there.
I don't even drink, and I know that's light. You got it. Anywho,
IPAs?
For IPAs, that's kind of light. I know people.
Not
that
really.
like,
IPA is usually 3-4. You good?
but I know somebody that drank at least 10 IPAs and said, "Oh, I just got my buzz." I was like, "Excuse me." But anywho, moving on from that. How many of us like Xbox? Raise your hand.
Fuck
Uh,
Xbox.
I said raise a hand, not both hands, like you about to get shot. What the fuck is you doing?
I can't raise both hands because I don't have a camera, but
you have a camera.
raise hand, dog.
Should I raise it? Oh,
Are you walking around in pajama pants? What the
Dude,
fuck?
I respect that, dude. Dude, I was
lucky
tempted.
I got
No,
pants on.
legit. I was
Whoa!
last to wear pajamas.
You got it, Chief. But yeah, so Hardhead, what if I told you Xbox is offering the original Crackdown for free ahead of Crackdown 3, which we are going to talk about because we really need to talk about that.
I already had it for free. I don't know how I got it for free. But
Wait.
I heard that's the only good game in the whole series.
I'm going to be completely honest. I need to get paid to play those games. Correct.
Hold on. But yeah,
I heard Crackdown 1 was the only good one in the whole series. Crackdown
This
2
is true.
was...
Crackdown 2 does not exist.
it never happened, and I bought that game at launch. So yeah,
We already know what's going on with 3.
I'm pretty sure we should just act like Crackdown 3 doesn't exist as well.
we're gonna talk about Crackdown 3 in a second, but because I watched some gameplay, I know. I say don't judge a game by what you see, and you should play it. I'm about to break that rule today.
I'm gonna be honest. Somebody did a gameplay video that kind of ruined any kind of hype I had.
Dude, I saw Kid Smooth playing this.
What?
Hey,
So is anybody gonna buy? Not buy, but anybody gonna get Crackdown 1? Yes or no?
I don't have an
it's
Xbox.
I don't have an
free.
Xbox.
The last time it was free.
Already got the platinum trophy.
Yeah, didn't they give that game out for free when Crackdown got its official release date?
Yeah, it was free like a few months ago.
Damn, what the fuck? They just
They
give
gave
us
it out twice for free.
I thought they made it free for good. I was like,
shit. Like I thought this shit been free, but shit. Let's be honest. Okay, so let's talk about Crackdown 3. So Crackdown 3, they have Wrecking Crew available if you are an Xbox Insider. So me, Strat, Jigga, maybe Trey if he has it. We can play it, but we're probably not if we're gonna keep it $1.50 with y'all. We have seen numerous videos on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter of this mode and the supposed cloud. And I'm gonna just say, I don't usually like doing this because I like to give every game a fair shot, and I don't like breaking this rule because it makes me a hypocrite to a degree. But I'm breaking this rule today because I gotta be honest about this shit. That game was fucking atrocious, and I don't understand how Microsoft.
Right.
No, wait. I understand the reasoning why they didn't do it, and I told Hardhead this, I told Strat this, I told Redhood this, I told Trey this, I told Jigga this, is because every other game except for like maybe two other games has been canceled from 2014. But honest to God, I would rather Microsoft go like during that time period. I would rather them work out whatever they were doing with Platinum, work that shit out, than let Crackdown 3 come out because this shit
looks disgusting.
This shit is not worth the money and time that they invested into it. This shit
looks like Game of the Year to me.
This man, bro, I'm done.
Someone cut his internet connection. Cut this.
As long as Gears come out this year, they gon' print in that game never existed, dog.
This is true.
Halo Infinite gets a release date, I'm good.
That shit ain't get a release date.
Yeah, that shit's coming out next gen, bro.
That's definitely a next gen game. I don't know why Strat how you thinking
Bro,
this.
If that game come out this gen, y'all should be disappointed. I'm being honest.
Because y'all ain't gonna have shit for next gen.
I mean, I'm alright with that. Just give me Halo.
Wait, no, because we got what's name no working on games. What you mean?
Bro,
what about they got Xbox got a bunch of studios working on.
Bunch of studios. The half of them are either working on a project now. I give y'all that.
Oh yeah, and they also are like everyone thinks all those studios are working on AAA. They said they're working on
AA games. Y'all are not gonna be. This is the thing about Xbox.
Hey, I don't got a problem with AA games.
I know you don't. I'm talking about you. If we talking about you, I know what you like and I know what you don't like. There's nothing wrong with a AA game in your opinion. You know who I'm talking about.
A lot of them better than the AAA games.
But you know what them Xbox fanboys want. They want them AAA experiences.
Quadruple.
So they can fucking damage control for a game they never gonna play.
Yeah, dude. I still can't believe Crackdown 3 is a AAA game. That shit should be single A.
But see, that's their problem. Their game was never a AAA franchise.
That game never sold well outside of having the Halo 3 beta. Let's keep that $1.50, please.
What I gotta say though for
Crackdown as a whole,
Crackdown as a whole only sold well because Crackdown 1 had the Halo 3 beta tied to it.
That's the truth.
That makes sense.
That whole game is downgraded. Like campaign downgraded. There's no shadows. There's no 4-player co-op. It's 2-player co-op. The destruction that they showed, I think it was at GDC or something like that, is not the same type of destruction that you see now currently. That shit looks like cardboard, paper.
If you watch a little bit of Kiss Moose video that's on Twitter, like some parts don't even get destroyed.
Yeah,
bro.
And the lock-on aim is so fucking atrocious. There's no fucking competition. That shit, it's like legit.
I mean, I can understand why
like,
there's lock-on aim because of how crazy it is, but still,
that's just not fun though.
No, I'm not saying it's fun. I'm just saying I can understand why.
I just rather have.
I want to point something out in the chat that just made me angry. Danero, shout out to you, but at the same time, fuck you right now. I got love for you, fam. Leave a like on the video if you feel so inclined.
He took a shot at Star Fox. Damn.
Jeez.
He said Crackdown was a B tier game like Nintendo with F-Zero and Star Fox. F-Zero deserves better. F-Zero's been robbed time after time from getting a sequel. Fuck Nintendo for that. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. I'll say there was a gameplay going around. I'm pretty sure everybody in here has seen it by now.
Oh my god.
Doc Cupcakes. Shout out to him.
Whoa.
Who? I'm going there.
Wait,
I'm going on mute. Y'all got it.
Wasn't he getting all hyped up and shit like that?
Look. I'm gonna keep it a buck. On initial, the first time you see it, anybody would think, even if you watch this man stream, anybody would think that he was overdoing it.
Oh yeah.
He faking it and shit like that. Like this he making it. He being a little too I don't know the word I'm looking for, but
he was phoning it
research. I can't say he might have been a little too over exaggerated, but the reason he was so excited is because he was in the game. Now they claim that he's been a fan of the game for a really long time, but I feel like if that's the case, then you would have been upset. But you ain't got no reason to be upset if they put you in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have been just as excited as he was. This man was going to fuck off. He was woo, boom, like I'd have been in that bitch wilding out too if it was me in the fucking game, especially on stream. I'd have been telling everybody, y'all need to go buy this game because I'm in it, motherfucker. I want all y'all to play as me, blow everything up, blow me up. I don't know, just do what the fuck you want to do. But yeah, once I saw that though, I'm good on crack. I might still get the little $10 Game Pass, play the campaign, but other than that, I'm good on Crackdown.
I got a question for everybody here. We about to make some, and this is not a money bet. This is just for bragging rights. Everybody, take a pick on where you think the Metacritic score will the area it will be in, and what the actual score will be. Because I'm gonna say this is gonna score at least a 65.
I
said 69 or lower.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all some assholes. That game gonna score 73.
A 73.
A 73. I'm calling it now.
Hey man, I hope it gets high, but like I don't know.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If it gets a 73, I might have to slide.
My thing is, like, the previews aren't even good. Like, people are just not liking it. So it's like, I haven't heard many previews of video games. Usually, most previews always get like astounding, like, praise and stuff like that, and overhype. But like this, no one cared for it like that. So
you know this game is bad when people would rather do a whole month coverage of a game that don't even have a release date than a game that comes out in a couple of weeks.
Hold on, wait.
They doing month-long coverage of Outer Worlds.
Wait. One of those games has actual promises made by good devs. The other one's been in development hell for years and has like 14 developers. I don't know what the
Outer Worlds and Anthem.
No, Outer Worlds
is pretty dope. So
my thing is having a month coverage on Anthem when it's close to release, where it already had a Game Informer cover, is fine with me. Like they've done that with Destiny before. Like they'll have a month of Game Informer and then a month of IGN doing first. Like that's fine. The problem is here is like nobody like this is the problem with Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 would never ever warrant a cover, except for that Crackdown 2 cover. You know why? Because Crackdown 2 on paper looked like it could have been a very good game. It did not deliver on that.
It didn't deliver.
It didn't deliver on that. The reason that I look at Crackdown 3, the reason Crackdown 3 should never get a cover is you can't talk about a game in 2014, say the game's coming out 2016. 2016 come, we don't hear shit. Not a fucking word. find out that they got other issues. Somehow they got 4 developers. It don't work that way. It don't.
Oh, man, I hear a lot of Xbox hate.
That's Xbox Game Studios for you, dog.
We're gonna talk about that too.
I'm just saying though, I ain't wasting Game Pass money on that game. I'll tell you that.
Oh man, I'll slide you $10 if I have to.
No,
dog.
you ain't got $1. Just get it for $1 right now.
I'd rather use that dollar for Gears of War 5.
Man, you need me to hit your PayPal for $1, Red Hood, dog?
Oh man,
I would.
All right, so
Get you on some Crackdown, man. We gonna all go blow some shit up. We need to. This is a game we can all play, dog. We gotta go blow each other up,
we all
dog.
can't, dog. It's only 2-player, dog.
Boom, boom, boom.
Y'all hear that?
Shout out to that dude.
Y'all head asses.
More boom.
Hey man, shout out to him though. He was. I think he was genuinely excited. Once I found out he was in the game, I do think.
If he's in the game, he has the right to be that way.
I would have been wilding the fuck out on any game. Shit, y'all could have put me in an 8-bit game and said that character was me, and I'd have been wilding the fuck out.
Hardhead be like, yo, I'm Hardhead, baby, yeah. Shit, where was I? Oh, there we are. Hey, Hardhead, this one for you, baby. Cyborg villain Rido, the rapist. Because if you don't know, if you don't know Dead or Alive story, go find that out. There's a reason I said that. Is coming back to Dead or Alive 6 with a couple other characters. How we feeling about this Hardhead?
People gonna know the backstory. So I'm excited to see how the public reacts to it. That's gonna be interesting.
I mean,
are you talking about like mainstream media and shit like that?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, to say it outright, he was hating on his brother, and he raped his brother's wife, pretty much.
Knowing DOA, they'll put that in the story mode for the game too. So
they made a whole cutscene like DOA 4, I think, dedicated to that. I was like, wow.
They'll do it again. They ain't scared to, dog.
I was like, y'all petty as hell. Y'all really put that shit in there.
No, because PlayStation gonna censor that shit, bro.
They probably would. Y'all been not sure a damn thing. But Dead or Alive 6 drops on March 1st. I know first, excuse me. The fuck am I doing? Hardhead will definitely be playing it. Y'all watch his streams now.
Yeah, that's a day one cop. Fuck Jump Force, dog.
I'm not feeling Jump Force either.
So I'd rather play Ride to Hell than Crackhead 3. God
damn.
I don't blame him.
It is not that bad. Y'all need to stop.
Look, my only issue with Crackdown is the whole cloud thing. Like, y'all really hyped this cloud shit up to be something. It looked worse than the games that you can actually download. Yeah, it's like I'm playing a PlayStation Now game or some shit, though.
All right. Okay, this is gonna probably get a lot of talk right quick. Strat is currently clapping somebody, I guess.
What's up?
Assassin. No, we about to switch topics. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered gets a release date and trailer. Let me get the release date right quick because I don't have
March 23rd, I think.
I didn't get to see the trailer. Was there any actual like changes or no?
Yeah, it's higher textures and just better lighting, really.
Okay,
so it's like a Xbox One X update.
Yeah, it's better than the PC version too.
Oh, it is better than PC version?
Yeah.
Well,
it's better lighting and higher textures. PC versions basically was this.
Oh, hey, this kind of looked like if Unity. This look Unity. Damn.
Oh, I'm excited for it, but I can't find anywhere to pre-order that shit physical.
Hey, guess what? I got it for free. Yeah, I got it free. Yeah,
you got it for free.
That's not free.
Yeah, I mean, it is free because I'm not paying for it.
You got the out of what do you mean free from who?
Okay, you gotta. Well, we gotta also understand the game was already a pretty good looking game when it came out.
Yeah.
It looked like Unity now, if we're being honest.
That's fine. I think. Well, my problem with Unity wasn't the graphics.
They have a comparison trailer.
They do. Yeah, that's the main trailer for it.
Yeah, you go to any of the trailers, it's all comparison trailers. But the game was already a pretty good looking game. So
I'm kind of pissed that the UK has a special edition of it and not the US.
I kind of want to buy this.
Get fucked, America.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I might want to buy this too.
It's the American Revolution one. How are you not gonna have the US?
Oh man, here we go. Is this Ezio or no? Is this not Ezio?
It's Connor.
It's Connor.
It's Connor. Ezio is
like more
2,
like
right?
brighter.
Ezio is 2, Brotherhood and Revelations 2 out of the 3 are okay. The third one I don't fuck with.
Oh, this is looking pretty nice.
No, but okay. The real expectation is this: if they remake this one, do you think they should remake only 2? I'm only asking this for 2 and 1.
Remade 2. The Ezio collection.
Well, that's a remaster. Like
I mean, that's the same thing as this. It's the same
I'm
thing.
talking about with those games. I would want like a full treatment like not remaster, but a remake of those games with the engine they have currently, because I think that those games could work in the style that they're trying to do today. Especially 1, because if you go back and play 1, playing 1 is hard as fuck.
I know they haven't remastered 1 though, so that's something.
I watched somebody stream. That's the Ezio game. I watched somebody stream that. That game
Yeah,
don't
they
look
haven't
like it was
remastered the
very
Ezio
updated.
games. I mean, the first one yet.
The first one,
they could do a full remake on these Ezio games.
The Ezio games are actually you ain't gonna like to hear. They're actually some of my least favorite games in the series.
Oh man, but he's the best. He's the best character out of all.
The second one I played, I don't know how
many
times.
I'm gonna say this: the reason he's my least favorite character is because we spend so much time with him. Like I prefer Altair to him. Like Altair.
I'm gonna be completely honest though. Altair's personality, like in terms of like his best personality, was in Revelations. I felt.
I'm about to a degree, but at the same time, when you see
maybe because I feel that in terms of acting wise, because of I guess Altair, I feel in 1. I understood why they did it, but like he felt very monotone. I mean, and I understand he was supposed to be a stoic character and whatnot, but in like Revelations, like you felt the emotion and shit like that, and that trauma he experienced was just pretty fucking awful.
The funny thing about that is, like, if you don't pay attention to Assassin's Creed 1, they tell you outright he was like basically born into the order. So it's like you see the maturation where he felt like he was old, and then you see his maturation from like being demoted from a master assassin to working his way back up because he clapped people. Like that was like when you play the game for the first time, he just like clapped that bitch. I'm like, well, damn, okay then, like you got it. It's like he just clapped somebody off rip for no reason. They even deserved the shit.
As long as we don't sit here trying to claim none of these one-off ass characters in these newer games is one of the best characters in the game, because we know that ain't the case.
I think that, wait. I'll say this.
I like Edward though. In terms of
the reason that when we look at AC3, Black Flag, and Rogue, the reason that people look at in Liberation to a degree, the reason why people look at that era, like either you love it or you hate it, is because honest to God, the actual order of those games should be Assassin's Creed 4 should be 3 and 3 should be 4. Like that's how fucked it is. It's like, bro, so I just learned about this dude grandfather and played him in the game after this. What the fuck is this shit?
Oh man, on some prequel shit.
No, because it's like the way it works is Assassin's Creed 4, you play as Hatham's father. You understand his ties to the order. He never became like this big assassin, but he was known because of his pioneering and
he did become one of the principal ones because he set up the order.
No, he never got to that.
But he
into the order.
But afterwards, when he went back to London, he became bigger.
Remember, but he never.
Because if you remember Syndicate, you actually go into his house after the Templars have taken over it, and you actually retrieve some piece of assassin information.
Yeah, that
was Edward's house and stuff like that.
Yeah, Edward. Yeah, the pirate.
Yeah, my thing is, if you understand like Edward's like end, it's fucking sad and messed up, and Hatham is
Hatham's a horrible job.
Yeah, I mean, he let that shit happen to his own father. I'm just like, no.
Hey, fuck him. That's how I feel.
I mean, then we remember the fucking. But then we have Rogue, which was before 3 as well.
No,
it's weird. So it's like
basically it would go 4 Rogue 3
because it was
no.
Rogue at the ending takes place.
Rogue isn't Rogue and 4 during the same time. I think.
No, it's a bit like it's weird. It's afterwards because remember,
it's around the same time because then Rogue Achilles,
like right before
Rogue Achilles is younger.
Yeah, but remember,
in 3 Achilles is an old man.
Yeah,
well, he's not old, but
no, in 3 he's old.
He's like 40. He's not that old.
No, in 3 he's like an old man. And
he's not, bro. My boy, he's 40. He ain't that old.
Bro, hell no, he ain't 40. He ain't 40 in 3. I can say he's 40 or 30 in Rogue, but in Rogue he was young. In 3 he was old.
He was about 40. He looks like he's aged about so AC Rogue yet about 20 years later. When Connor meets Achilles in AC3, he looks like he's aged about 40 years at least.
Yeah. He's pretty old in 3.
So he about 55?
When he meets Connor.
I mean, he getting the wrong. I mean, hey.
But my thing is though, so Rogue it's so weird. I forget. Like I need to play Rogue more because I haven't because of me.
It's free on Xbox right now if you got an Xbox.
That is true.
But like I know definitely after you beat Rogue or near the ending, it takes place like right before
Unity. Yeah.
The funny thing about Assassin's
Rogue
Creed,
is.
I'm about to say something, and I know
That's
some
right,
people
because it
ain't
came
gonna
out during the same period.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Yeah,
Edward's the most dislikable assassin because of the fact that all the characters in that game are like actual better characters than him.
Who's dislikable?
Like Edward, like he's the most dislikable assassin character.
I don't know. I liked him.
But like, bro, look at all the other characters in that game. I'm like, what's the black dude name? Forget.
No, I liked Edward more than I did I even forget the guy in Unity.
Arno.
Arno.
Yeah, Arno. I like because they have personality. I like that.
Arno's like that whole game's problem is the top. Like
that game didn't even need to exist to be completely.
It has a love story.
Hey, don't get
Unity is one of my favorites.
Storylines that game did not need to.
I mean, we know you like shitty games, Strat. They ain't no new.
Hey man,
Hey, let's move on. We've been on this.
The whole point of reliving the memories is to find the DNA of the Sage, and then at the ending, they're like, "Oh, he's in the catacombs, and we can't find him, and probably his bones have turned to ash and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Then what was the whole point? You already know by this time in modern age that the bones are probably gone. They're dusted. It made no sense whatsoever."
All right, let's move on before I choke somebody. Talking about Assassin's Creed.
H-Shog's right. Adewale was the one.
Oh yeah,
Black Flag.
Yeah, I liked him more than I like Edward because Edward.
Have you played it, Freedom Cry? It's a great little thing.
Yeah, I did. EA, we're gonna be talking about them later too. Confirms that they are making a new Plants vs Zombie shooter game. Probably Garden
No,
Warfare.
they didn't confirm it was a Garden Warfare game. They just said Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah.
It's most likely Garden Warfare 3, though. Let's be honest.
Knowing them, I wouldn't be surprised if they just making another basic ass.
I would actually want the basic ass. I like those. I like that game.
Garden Warfare was on some brazy shit. They jumped the shark on that, but
the first one was great. I enjoyed that.
The second one I didn't like. But, hey,
second one was just too much going on. They had mechs and shit. Like, get out of here.
Hey, that shit was lit. Stop. I didn't like it as much, but yeah. Also with EA, Battlefield 5 did not meet sales expectations. Well, I could have told you that was gonna happen, but
Not
was
surprised.
below 1 million of their.
No, it did over 1 million.
No, I heard it was below 1 million. Like they failed to sell 1 million more than their expectation. So they were shy 1 million of what they thought it was gonna sell.
I mean, they fucked that game up, bro.
Yeah, and that was after they lowered the expectations like 2-3 times.
That game wasn't ready, bro. It wasn't ready.
Basically, let's see. I'm trying to get to the article again because I don't have these up. I told y'all why.
So basically, they sold 1 million short of what they thought.
Okay, so they sold 7.3 million, which is pretty nice.
But wasn't World War I in that time frame like double? Or
I don't believe. I think it did 1 million more than Battlefield 5, but I can't. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember. But basically, they excused it by saying that Battlefield 5 had a marketing problem, which I don't know if that was a marketing problem. I'm gonna keep it above.
Yeah, so it said Battlefield 5 physical sales down more than half on Battlefield 1.
Okay, then probably. Then it most likely did. If it's 7.3, what's half of? You got to multiply 7. Yeah, something like 15 or 16.
Like 15 mil.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's EA, they expectations be way too high.
I mean, they go by past games, really.
My thing about it is, it's like, I know that some people are upset about, why are there women in World War II? I'm like, y'all do realize women served in World War II. Let's not do this. I know y'all can pick up a history book and read this shit, right?
See, they have them in positions they weren't in, though. That's my problem. It's like, you want to be like, we're historically accurate. We got women, and it's like, we didn't have women. Like, I agree with Angry Joe. They have women who've done things that were amazing in the war. Like, be true to history and go to where the women did great things and like, this is great women doing great things. Don't just like throw it in and make up some bullshit. It's like you don't need to embellish history. There's a lot of history that you don't need to embellish.
Here's my thing about the Angry Joe shit.
We talking about the story?
No, I'm talking about like they talking about women being like in the game in general. This is my problem with that, and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you read up on history, there were full women squads that served. I don't know why people act like they weren't. You can look this shit up. It's literally 2 to 3 Google searches that you can find this information. Please don't act like you don't have access to these things to find these things out. You look like a fucking idiot.
But I'm not saying that they shouldn't be in the game. I'm just saying like be historically accurate.
I'm not
like, where they were actually were. Like just put them in there. Like
and here's my thing, Jigga. I'm not aiming this at you. I'm aiming it at the conversation around it because of the fact that there's a misunderstanding about World War II to a degree because people don't actually do their research on it. Women served in the front lines. This happened. You can look it up. It wasn't everywhere, but it did happen.
Yeah, I know in America they didn't really like go.
They did not let in America. That's the problem. Like, and that's sort of my issue with it. Most people look at World War II through the scope of the Americans who are isolationists until fucking Pearl Harbor. They didn't want anything to do with World War II until Pearl Harbor. That's the reason I'm like, when you are a person looking from the view of from the American perspective, which we were sitting by the wayside letting shit happen, you cannot say anything. You need to do research before you make a statement like that. Don't make a statement like that until you do your research. It's stupid.
Bars. Yeah, I know.
My bad. It seems like I'm trying to dismiss y'all for making an opinion, and I'm not.
I know that, but didn't they also have squads for America though, for like women though? That's the thing where
they did not serve in the same aspects. They were more middle.
Because all they did, I remember from reading, for America is they repaired trucks, they were nurses, and I'm trying to think if they did anything else.
Wait, what are the ones you listed off again?
Work or something like that.
What were the ones you listed off?
What?
What were the positions you listed off?
Oh, like they were nurses, and I'm pretty sure they repaired airplanes.
They were pilots too. I know they're like driving. They were driving around
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
they haven't been historically accurate for a long time. They had German black guys last game, so
here's my thing about that.
I mean, there are black people in Germany, but
serving, nah,
not serving, no. But my thing is with that, they weren't touting the words historically accurate. And
I didn't know they said that.
Well, no, didn't they say like to educate yourselves though and stuff like that about the history?
But this is my problem when we talk about games that are our period games. When we do these things and you look at these, some of us take this shit like, oh, it's a 1-to-1. It is not. You need to do your own research before you use a game as a basis for an opinion or something.
I feel like what they should have done is just like, this is set in this time period, but we're putting our spin on it, you know?
And they did that with Battlefield 1. They did that with Battlefield.
People didn't like it.
1942.
Like, this is our interpretation of what
especially I did not dig the bionic arms either. That shit was unneeded too.
But getting back to like the subject, like the main subject hand, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Anybody who's about to say they need to go back to modern times, are y'all willing to pay Heckler Koch some money for that MP5K license right quick?
I'm fine for Bad Company. Down for Bad Company.
They already said they don't know why people love Bad Company. I have no faith in them making a Bad Company 3 anytime soon.
I enjoy the hell out of Bad Company game.
Yeah, but pretty much people who worked on that game series, most of them don't work there.
Yeah,
that's an issue.
Most of the best Battlefield games people never even played, like Battlefield Heroes. Y'all probably don't know nothing about that.
Battlefield 1942. That shit.
1942 was one of the best games too.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Ain't none of y'all bitches play Battlefield 2. Why y'all talking?
Nah, I didn't say I did.
I'm just checking.
Y'all ain't played the best Battlefield Jigga, dog.
Oh man.
Wait, is Battlefield Jigga just me going outside rack? Motherfucker, what?
No, Battlefield Jigga is where I struggle to find me a sandwich.
It's where y'all burn Bulls players' jerseys because Michael Jordan don't play no more.
Oh man.
Whoa, chill. We is not Cleveland, bro.
Burn Kyrie jersey because he burned LeBron jersey a second time, even though he gave y'all chip hating ass bitches. Let's talk about some. I don't think this is on the list. But anybody watch that Anthem in-game video?
No.
I played it.
Nah, you got to tell me about it because I definitely fell back from Anthem after the beta.
Okay, so they dropped the in-game video detailing what the in-game loop would be, and You're basically doing missions, cataclysms, which I guess are their equivalent to raids, the strongholds, which are their only 3 at launch.
Strikes.
I wouldn't call them strikes. They're more dungeons from the Old Republic game, if you know what that is. If you played it, I did, but
I mean, they have dungeons. That's why I wouldn't call them dungeons.
no, that's what the strongholds are, though. Like, there's no. That's the reason I said that would be the equivalent to me. Like, that would be a dungeon. A strike is a bit different. Like, a strike would be like a God. What would I liken a strike to in like an MMO? I don't think there's really anything like a strike in an MMO, so take that back. I could be off in that estimation, though. I don't recall playing anything like.
Are you calling Destiny unique, guy?
I'm saying strikes might be unique to Destiny, but hey,
definitely not.
I could be off on it. But yeah, I know that some of us in here ain't feeling Anthem. I feel like I don't want to buy it day one, but I'll definitely buy it.
I'm not spending a dime on it.
Why not? And I need your actual details. Don't say it's just shit.
I can't tell you that, dog. That's classified.
Motherfucker, just tell me, bitch.
They also didn't they with the tweet and stuff like that talk about Endgame?
Oh yeah, they did. So we gonna do 2 things with Anthem too. How much do you think Anthem will sell? No, actually 3 things. Do you think that Anthem will kill all of EA servers on day one? Do you think that this game will sell more than 5 million copies on?
What did EA say? They wanted 6 million in 6 weeks.
Something like that.
Nah, they're not doing that.
That's what EA wanted.
I mean,
Call of Duty did like 10 million in its lifetime. Y'all not doing that with no fucking Anthem, dog.
Talking about Black Ops 4 or
Black Ops 4, dog.
I don't feel like
a game that has some actual hype behind it.
I don't feel like the marketing has been like going for the game like super hard. I haven't been seeing it even on YouTube ads. I haven't seen it at all. I don't know. I feel like it's 4 or 5 mil. That's what I think.
I feel like there has been marketing, but there's a reason why there's not much of it, because it's either one, y'all don't have enough content to show us to where it's not you spoiling the game, or you just plain don't feel like spoiling your game. Simple
I feel like once reviewers get copies and start seeing what the story's all about, then we'll see.
See, I don't have a problem with that, especially the lore. Drew Kaparsh, I always mess up his last name. The dude is a really good fucking writer, and supposedly a lot of like the lore of the game is also supposed to be really good because of him.
If you played the alpha, you know a decent amount of what the Anthem is, but that's basically look like the big whoop about the game is trying to understand the Anthem. That's basically
Alpha. The alpha had the. You remember that cutscene, Hardhead? Like from the alpha.
Yeah, right before they cut to black and then just detailed everything that happened after that.
Are we gonna have cutscenes or how? I don't know how that shit's gonna play out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just hope they don't do that no more, because that was I don't think we could really talk about it, but when that happened, I was like, they better not do this in the main game.
Like,
I think that was more for the fact of it was. Hold on, I hope y'all wasn't talking about shit in the alpha. Please don't get a shot.
I mean, I don't give a shit.
Hey man, EA fucks with me though.
EA fuck with you, but they don't fuck with us. Keyword
they
that
don't fuck with me. They hassling me down on my EA account. Motherfuckers.
Oh man.
But to keep it, I think that one thing I do like is they gave us the roadmap of what they're doing for the first little bit, like how many acts we're getting in the first couple months.
It's all matches.
Yeah, like I do respect that they did that way ahead of when they needed to. They basically said way before the game drops, which I'm still not sure about. We're going to be talking about Division 2 later, and Hardhead going to be upset about that too.
Oh man.
But I want to have faith in it, but I can't have faith in that day one. I want them to deliver a game like that, but the way I look at it is a lot of people are going to be upset that this is not a single player BioWare experience, and I'm like, at this point, let's keep it $150. Just let's be honest about shit. Mass Effect Andromeda didn't sell, so why are y'all upset? Y'all didn't buy. No, hold on. Y'all didn't buy Mass Effect Andromeda, just like you motherfuckers didn't buy Titanfall 2. So why are you upset?
Hey, no, fall back on Titanfall 2. Don't you?
I bought Titanfall 2 and I bought Mass Effect Andromeda.
Wait. But here's my thing. When these games came out, people were shitting on them left, right, and center, and then got mad that EA said they're not developing a sequel to the said games.
They were.
Okay, so my whole thing with freaking Andromeda, and I was the one defending it all a while until I beat the game, and I was very disappointed. That game had a lot of issues. The story was not good. Gameplay, really good. AI, terrible. You could shoot an enemy in the back of the head for like literally 10 seconds, and then it'll finally respond. And I don't even want to talk about the final boss battle. That was just completely awful. And I don't even want to talk about the models. The models, like they legit for some reason had the male rider look completely 100% exact as the actual male model, but for some reason they wanted to change the female model to not look like the actual female like actress. So I didn't understand why they did that.
Maybe she didn't want her likeness in it.
Money.
Either that or he did mocap for his.
No bunnies.
No, they did. They both did.
No, I was like, maybe she didn't want her likeness in it. Though.
She did. She posted images of the character and stuff. Like what?
I don't know. Maybe she's like, oh, this is me, but like she didn't want people.
Here's my thing. I can't.
They changed. I don't
know. I'm just speculating. I don't know. You know.
We will never know the answer to that question.
Well, I can allegedly say it was because of that one chick, Anita Sarkeesian.
I'm just gonna walk away because I ain't trying to get shot.
They made her not look as attractive as the female actress. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna keep it above. Like if you compare photos, they don't look the same, but the male model somehow looks 100% the same. Just saying, just putting that out there. But like, I can't blame people for not buying the game because it wasn't to the standards of a regular Mass Effect game, and that pains me to say it. Like, and I'm a big Mass Effect stan.
But this is my problem with all of it. And this is my problem with all of that. And this is my issue with people, and it's not so much you, it's just like when people talk about these games. When we talk about Titanfall 2, oh, I didn't buy it because such and such. Oh, it was on sale, I bought it. Strat, I know you bought it day one, so exclude yourself from this.
I bought Titanfall 2 day one.
Titanfall 2. I didn't buy it day one, but I did buy it.
I'm not taking shots at the game because the game is phenomenal. I'm taking shots at the people who claim to support it.
You can check my achievements. I completed that game.
But this is my problem. You can't sit here and claim to support something. Then when the shit come out, you don't fucking buy it, but you bought Call of Duty and Battlefield fucking 1. And then you're mad and upset that it's not getting a fucking sequel. The bitch didn't sell well. It reviewed quite well, but the game didn't sell well. Like, this is the funny thing about that. It basically had an inverse effect of what happened the first time. Sold very well, didn't review quite well because they had no single player, but the multiplayer was fucking raved about because it was good. Inverse happened. Single player was raved about. People didn't like the fucking multiplayer as much because they fucked up the things that people liked about the multiplayer in the first game.
Come on, Mass Effect, right?
Like I feel that's a lot slower than Titanfall 1's multiplayer. It's a lot slower.
Yeah, Titanfall 2. I don't like Titanfall 2. I don't know what it is about the multiplayer. It's just trash to me.
But this is my problem. You can't.
But I didn't buy it day one, so I can't.
You can't be begging and pleading for a fucking sequel to a game that you showed EA that you don't fucking support or give a shit about because you didn't buy it. You didn't support it. You didn't give them $60 for it. You didn't give them how much the special edition was for it. So why the fuck are you complaining about something like Apex, which we gonna talk about soon?
Definitely bought Titanfall 2 like 3 times, though.
I still feel like you should be able to say something like if you caught onto it late, you bought it.
I give a pass to that because it's like you weren't interested at the time. I give those people a pass because you were never gonna buy that day one, and you were you probably weren't even looking at the game. Those people I give a pass to. The people I don't give a fuck about what they talking about is the people talking about Titanfall 3 should be out today, but It's like shut the fuck up. You didn't support it. So what are you talking about, bro?
What's funny is they thought people had a high demand for the game, so they didn't even do the second one as an exclusive. They didn't do the whole Microsoft shit, and y'all still didn't pay for the game. So what the fuck going on?
Wait, I paid for it.
Like
I was hype as fuck when that game wasn't exclusive no more. Bought that bitch day one, deluxe edition. Bought the deluxe edition twice.
I'm thinking of buying it again. On sale
hold on. And this is my thing. Anybody you think this applies to, link them to this episode of the podcast. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about if anybody like me. Tell them I said this shit. I don't care. I really don't. I'll wear all this shit. I like smoke. Please bring it my way.
I'm all about positivity. Love everybody.
That's fine, Jigga, but you know how I get done. I'm tired of these motherfuckers. Like, this is my problem with people who game. It's like, if you ain't gonna keep that same energy, but when something you like ain't getting something and you didn't support it, I don't want to hear your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear you speak because it's obvious you don't give a fuck about it.
Well, I'm going to talk shit about Andromeda because I bought that shit day one. That shit was trash.
Here's my thing, Jigga. You bought it day one and you think it's trash. That's completely fine. Know why? Because you supported it. It didn't get a sequel, not because of you, not because of me. We all bought this shit day one. We thought it would be better. We have a right to critique or be upset about certain shit. We at least attempted it because we saw what potential in it. These motherfuckers didn't see. These motherfuckers did not buy the game. Claim that it's shit. I ain't gonna buy it. Then they upset. Shut the fuck up.
Shout out to my NBA Live community. We feel this more than anybody, dog.
Oh, shout out to 2K community, bro. It's trash.
Hey, talk. Where was I? Battlefield, which morphed into Titanfall. Microsoft announces Halo. I almost said Odyssey. Outpost Discovery Fan Experience Tour. Strat wants to go. Strat, don't go to this shit.
Yeah, I might go to Philly to see that shit.
Don't do that shit. Don't.
Ain't that just a Dave and Buster game? I was talking to somebody about that.
This is a whole like.
Wait, so Microsoft is doing VR? Is that what we saying right now?
Bro, this is like a whole fucking. This is like.
Strat trying to go to space. Is what he's saying.
How do I explain this? It's like a whole convention just going from place to place.
Oh no! But what's this VR shit I'm hearing about?
It's like VR, AR. There's like VR, like almost laser tag-ish thing too.
Wait, so Microsoft cares about VR, Doug? That what you telling me?
They have been for a while.
No, here's my thing. This is the problem with that. This is where Hardhead going with that. Microsoft told us around the time that the PSVR came out that they were not interested in doing anything of the such.
I mean, but then they came out with all the other VR things.
They have
like
HoloLens
and shit like that.
HoloLens is fucking trash. Wait.
Whoa, it's not. Don't do that.
I mean, they sold it to the government.
Let me rephrase that. It's trash for the consumer because they never brought it out for consumers to use.
Okay, yeah, facts.
Oh yeah, I'd rather use my phone than Google Cardboard.
Wait, and this is my thing. No. This is my thing about all of that. You can't. And this is what they did. They tried to flex it and try to turn it like some Drake shit to make it look positively on them because they weren't doing VR and they said, "No, this is what we believe is the future."
He said some Drake shit.
Yeah, they tried to flip it. I ain't mad at you. You're supposed to try to do that. I respect that. But at the same time, you can't be upset when Sony do all these numbers on PSVR and people are looking forward to PSVR 2 and they got all these fucking acclaimed games on PSVR and you don't got none of them. Ain't that some shit?
I mean, we can't really compare them to Sony no more, dog. They literally everything they did in 2018, Sony outdid them. Even Game Pass, like, come on, dog. Like Game Pass supposed to be y'all big flagship for the year, and y'all couldn't even do better than PS Now, a service people constantly shit on.
This is also true. Very true. I mean, it is what it is. I don't. Also, somebody asked me if this podcast was on iTunes. I should probably get on getting this shit on Spotify.
Hey, that's money, dog.
That costs money, dog.
Money.
Hey, but I definitely, if I ever have to miss an episode, pulling it up on fucking Spotify and shit, definitely the way.
I'll look into it later.
It's the only way I listen to Joe Budden's podcast.
You listen to Joe Budden's podcast, the fuck?
I do too.
Hey man, it's something nice to listen to in the morning, even if I don't agree with most of this shit these motherfuckers be saying.
Okay, I get that point, but yeah,
it be funny though. What you hating now?
I'm gonna say this once again about this shit. Do not go. Do not waste your gas. Do not waste your money. If you do,
hey, Strat, if you go to the one in San Antonio, I'll meet you there, dog.
For real?
Oh my god.
If you really about that, I don't know, dog. I might.
Yeah, who coming to PAX East? So that's the question.
I ain't.
I'll see you at PAX South next January.
Shit, man, I'm here.
I'm
gonna be at PAX East for whoever's gonna be.
Hey, listen, go get your usual suspects business cards made. Fuck you, me.
Yeah, get you some cards. Pass out the business cards.
Yo, make that shit, leader.
Wait. You must
throw it right back at him, straight.
Oh, you gonna throw it right back at me? Who made our logo? Because it sure as hell wasn't me.
Hey, hold on. Who made the silhouettes for the logo though?
Strat?
Shit. Strat did all of that. Man. He said you got the materials, you just gotta put it together, Mr. Boss Man.
Oh man.
I'm gonna make some t-shirts when I go.
Oh man. Let's go. We going into Apex Legends impressions now. By the way, okay, so y'all know how I get timestamps on all the fucking topics, right? Do y'all realize that we literally just got to the 15-minute mark?
Wait,
Seriously?
what?
Not like for the topics and
Oh, you
how
talking about topic wise? I
I'm
thought
about
we
to
were only
say,
been
what?
here for 15 minutes. I'm about to say, nigga, no.
Yeah, I was like, jeez.
See, my ass hurting on this chair already.
Dude, that's why you get yourself a comfy chair
I'm
like
about to
me
say
and
that was-
Hardhead.
That was the most
Hey,
fire.
man.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie. I can't sit in my chair for more than like 6 hours. My ass start hurting, dog.
Yeah,
God, I
mine
can't agree
doesn't.
with
Dude,
you.
I
Our
love
chair
my
is busting
fucking
y'all
chair,
ass.
bro.
Yeah, if anybody wants to donate for Strat to buy a new chair,
And Jigga,
appreciate it.
and Jigga.
Okay,
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
you want? I'll donate you $20.
hey,
Oh
man.
shit!
that helps
Hey!
out already a lot. You don't even understand.
We got a lot of donations going. We got $1 for Redhood's Game Pass.
Hey,
Usual
man,
suspects helping out the
help
community.
a guy out.
Yeah, yeah. If Hardhead donates me $1, I will play
Oh,
co-op
man.
with him for
Oh, man.
Crackdown 3.
So
Oh
let's
man,
get.
who else need $1 for the Game Pass, though?
Man, it's not $1 anymore for me. It's 10.
Oh, okay, we out. Axiom Verge is missing a file on the Epic Game Store. I'm hold on. Before I tell y'all what it is, I
I'll
need
be
y'all.
right back.
Don't give me the right
I've
answer
seen
because I know one of y'all know. I know one of y'all know the right
I
answer.
seen it already.
You fucking asshole.
That's funny.
Can y'all tell me what you think the missing file name is?
Oh, I already know this one already.
Oh my god, I hate y'all.
Cheesecake.
I saw
man.
it because I think Alex quoted the tweet or something.
God dang it, Alex.
The PC gamers couldn't wait to get a W, dog, so I definitely saw that shit.
Oh man, so just go ahead and ruin the surprise. The missing file name is Steam.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. But no, Action Verge on Epic is missing the Steam sound file, funny enough. So like there's supposed to be a Steam noise in the game. It's not there, so you can't really play it. I know some conspiracy theorists think that, oh my god, because they took it off Steam and Steam is allowed. And I'm like, yo, it don't work that way, Chief. I think he just fucked up the file. That's it. It's not that crucial. So what y'all think about this?
I mean,
it is.
Was
just
it
a
actually
port, so it's like,
Steam or was it just the sound of Steam?
The sound effect is called Steam.
Okay. Wow. It's funny. That's ironic as shit. Like
yeah.
Like I said, the PC fanboys couldn't wait to get a fucking W somehow.
Not even PC, it's just Steam fanboys.
Steam fanboys, sir, get it
Yeah,
correct.
my bad. Steam fanboys. I apologize.
Apologize.
We gotta have our reviews. We need the reviews to see if the game is good or not.
Yeah.
We talked about that last week, right?
Mhm.
How the Epic Game Store is getting a review system, but because of the way people abuse the shit on Steam, that of developers being allowed to opt
you
out.
know how that's gonna happen is the freaking Steam fanboys are gonna flood that
I know, but
shit out of it.
Developers are gonna have the option to opt out of fucking reviews just because of shit like that. And I hate that that's the case, but it only happened because of these Steam motherfuckers, dog.
They abuse it.
I mean, at this point,
nice things.
now at this point, I'm like, I look at it and it's like we already have the Metro issue, which to me is a bigger issue about how basically somebody got paid to make a game exclusive. Not that I have really much of an issue with it personally, but it's like it's an issue for those who.
I mean, it's not really exclusive when you think about it. It's still on the same platform.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Strat. I've been saying that for the longest. You can't call it exclusive if it's still available to all.
It's like I'm not paying for
No,
the
he's
launcher,
like I
so
agree
it's
with
like-
that point, but it's the problem. Like it's exclusive to that particular store.
I understand that.
It's
but
still
it's
available
like-
with all the same customers though, so the people crying about it just being.
Yeah, they being stupid. Yeah, like I have no issue with this. You know that. I'm like,
dude. I think I
the only thing I had. The only thing I had an issue with, sorry to cut you off, was basically the devs are getting fucked in this, even though they're getting more money out of it. Because of the fact that none of this went through them. None of it. A4 had nothing to do with any of this. Deep Silver and THQ Nordic had everything to do with this. And they wouldn't speak on it because they're sister companies, so they can't talk on the things of another one without seeming crazy. Or looks like they're fucking doing other shit.
The weird thing is, like, how do you let them just make all these decisions? You know what I mean?
Because they don't like the thing about the Metro IP and how that works. Deep Silver owns the IP, so anything a deal regarding exclusivity, anything like that, it doesn't go through A4. It goes through Deep Silver. So you can pay Deep Silver and be like, "I want this shit exclusive to Xbox tomorrow. Here, $1 billion." They like, Betty.
The Xbox should have done that then.
Oh
Hey,
man, maybe that actually had a good AAA exclusive, dog.
Right?
Oh wow.
yeah, but well,
I mean,
Halo, Gears, and Forza, and Metro.
Like, I do think like a lot of this like hatred towards Steam is just unwarranted, though. Like, I think I was talking to somebody on Discord, and I was like, "What's gonna happen when they have all these features you complain about? Are you still and there's gonna be exclusive games on it? Well, what are you gonna say then?" And legit, I get no response from that
because they don't know what to say. Look, I put it like this: y'all complain about a store that is 1 month old.
It's a lot of people just want to ride the train,
Two at this point. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, so let's get it correct. The actual Epic Game Store is a couple months old, but them selling games is not. Let's
that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all give them a chance to try something new.
The Epic launch has been there for years, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Unreal Tournament, we know that.
It's been there for years. They just decided to sell other people's games instead of theirs.
So give them a chance to try something new. Like, before y'all try to just shit on them for not having.
And because if we don't, you're gonna have the situation where Epic is just gonna be like the same launchers like Origin, Uplay, and and Bethesda, that they're not gonna really be competition to Steam, and Steam will once again own, the majority shares for the PC platform, and we won't have What
you look at the rest of them that sell just first party games, and they don't have most of those features either. But if they sold third party games, they would invest in getting those features. Simple as that.
And I'm gonna be completely honest, and I also think the sales for Steam have been on a decline for me. I don't see myself buying a lot of games now on the sales, and I'm just like, this shit's not like low enough for me to get this game.
Wait, hold on. First and foremost, after your first Steam sale, you pretty much done.
No, when I even don't pay for games for that year and stuff like that, and I expect it to be less than $30, and
they haven't been getting. They haven't been getting the percentages off like they usually do. I think that's what he mean. Because I still got games that's been sitting on my wish list for a year, but they won't go low enough in price for me to actually invest in.
CD keys, man.
I know that, but we're saying in terms of the sales, though. That's the whole issue. And I also do want Valve to start developing more games. If Epic gets more exclusive games and stuff
hold on. Did you say develop games?
PC, why they gotta develop games?
Hold on, wait. First and foremost, Valve and developing games ain't gonna never happen again.
I'm just hoping.
I mean, if Epic hit their pockets right, they definitely gonna.
Wait. Hold on. This is
another portal.
This is the problem with all of that. First and foremost, y'all thinking that Valve can't just. This is the first thing. We don't know what the fuck Valve has been doing. That's the fucking crazy part about Valve.
We don't know. I'm saying if it gets bad enough, we'll see what they actually been working on. If they've been working on a game.
Yeah, this is the thing about this, Strat. We know for a fact that at some point Left 4 Dead 3 was in development. We know at some point they had ideas for Half-Life 3 that never came to fruition. We know these things.
Man, Half-Life 3.
Yeah, that ain't never coming out, by the way. We know that they made Artifact based off of some stuff they wanted to do for Dota 2, and they turned it into a full card game, which honestly, I'm going to keep it $150 with y'all. That game is not that bad, but it flopped anyway. So it's but my thing is, you got to realize a flop to Valve is a write-off. They're like, okay, write that shit off. Even this is the thing about even with the Epic Store doing well, the problem still remains that Valve is still the name brand store. Until they hit their pockets in a way, which they probably won't for another couple of years, it's going to be a while. Let's be honest about this.
Yeah. If it happens.
They're pressure now, but I'm going to keep it a book. If they are not outpacing Steam in terms of sales in the next 5 years, then honestly, Valve is just chilling. They don't give a fuck. They're cool competition. The only reason it's like this now is because this is the first time they've had competition on this scale. That's the only reason this matters.
And people keep trying to claim that they already had competition. Niggas say GOG. Anybody who says GOG is just out of it.
Bro, I don't even open GOG, man. I just have my Witcher copy.
Indie titles? That's indie titles. All I said was who goes to GOG for a AAA game? Nobody.
I go on there for indie titles. Fall back, dog.
Ain't nothing wrong with indie titles. That's fine. I'm just saying, who goes to GOG for a AAA title?
Nobody.
I mean, my Witcher copy's there.
Actually, wait. Witcher was cheaper there too, but that's
their game.
But that is their game. He is very correct.
That's like Valve giving us fucking the whole orange box for free.
They did do that at one point. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They did.
But it is what it is. We're gonna move on to where am I at? We gonna go into the first part of this, and then we go into Apex Legends. Like, we still at the 15-minute mark. We did not get into anything past this point.
It's gonna be a good episode then, though.
So, you know, EA was talking about this shit with Respawn, and then Respawn's all like, "We gonna drop Apex Legends." That happened on what, Monday?
Yeah.
I am. By the way, I am your 6-time Call Me Kareem Apex champion. Shaq, you got what, 3 rings?
4-time. Thank you.
Oh, you 4-time. You Shaq now?
4-time champion right here. You know what I mean?
I'm like KD, dog. I got 2 W's.
Oh man, me and my man Trey.
You gotta run with us, Hardhead. You gotta run with us.
I'll be on the Xbox, dog.
Hold on, my man Trey got 2. He got both his rings with me. That's the duo right there. Me and my man Trey. That's the duo. Stay out here in these streets.
You really be on people, bro.
I think Jiggy got 2 rings. I think.
Really be on people.
Jiggy, don't you got 2 rings?
This man just forgot about me, dog.
Jigga don't show up when we call. You know what I mean?
Oh man, Jiggy was definitely in the lobby with his dog.
I got a partner with like 500 kills.
2 rings. Call Jigga. Put respect on Jigga name. Jigga 2 rings, man. Jigga 2 rings.
The PC, for what I'm hearing, PC is real easy though, because I got a nigga with 500 kills and 10 wins already, dog.
I mean, PC was of course gonna be the easiest one. It's the easiest thing.
Oh man, I feel like there's less competition there, and personally, like when I go from the same game that's on console to the PC version, I usually do significantly better.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. When you play a BR on console, it's a completely different game than the BR you play on PC.
Oh man,
what?
No, because fundamentally the mechanics are the same to a degree, but they're very different on how they work. Yes, you're aiming a gun, but you have to account for a lot more on console than you do on PC. On PC, you're just aiming, knowing that you're going to get 1-to-1 every time. On a console like PS4, Xbox, you're not going to get that every time. But yeah, it is what it is. I think the PC version is great. I think the Xbox version is great. I think the PS4 version is amazing.
PC version is fucking sweet.
Yeah, I think it's great, but that's not the point of this. The point of it is another game in the Titanfall universe. I shouldn't say a Titanfall game because that's not what it says. Is supposedly coming this year. It's a new twist on the universe. So does that mean it's like, because if we look at Apex is interesting in the kind of fact that it's kind of like, and I don't want to say this, they marry, because it sounds like I'm about to say it's Overwatch. It's not. They marry the hero shooter aspects of each character has its own individuality in terms of what it can do, what it might do, and what it hypothetically could do. And they marry that with the BR formula, making it fun.
Yeah, this is the one time people can't sit here and say it's just another BR game, dog. Because it's really
that type of game is like if you match the certain amount of heroes, the correct heroes, like you can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Man, when you put a Gibraltar and a Bloodhound together, you fucking unstoppable.
Bro, you get the Pathfinder plus the one that opens up portals. You traveling so quick right there.
Oh, you just saw me doing this shit.
Bro, like once you get down from a zip line from like distance, and then you hit the portal thing, you gone.
Once Gibraltar drops the shield, that's aggro right there. People always focus the shield. All you got to do is either get a character like Bloodhound or, like you said, what's the war bitch? I forgot the war bitch. Wraith, yeah. Have her teleport out, go kill him from behind, or have Bloodhound just run out there. He knows exactly where everybody's at.
And I want to point this out because at this point, Respawn, and this is the reason I say that, we have to realize that Respawn is pretty much the DNA of Infinity Ward. Basically, remember, a lot of people back in 2009 left Infinity Ward because they was getting fucked by fucking Activision, and they left and made fucking Respawn Entertainment. Once this happened, their whole goal was to clap Call of Duty, which they didn't do, but hey, I can't fault you for trying.
I still enjoyed Titanfall 2 more than Call of Duty.
I think game wise, they make better games than
Call of Duty. But my thing is it's
just that a lot of casuals just play Call of Duty, just play Call of Duty.
But I for one am excited for whatever they're doing next in the Titanfall universe. I know a lot of people are upset that Apex was in Titanfall 3. They got butthurt. We'll talk about that too.
I mean, yeah, I was kind of disappointed, but it turned out great. You know what I mean?
Tales of Titanfall, dog.
No, they're not gonna probably do that. They'll probably still be first-person shooter. But let's get to these Apex Legends impressions because I think the game's fucking amazing. This is the first. Hold on, Hardhead can tell you. I usually don't fuck with BRs like that. This is the only BR I've wanted to play every day this week.
Oh man,
I mean that shit's great.
It is good. Same thing. Like, dude, I don't like Fortnite.
And this is coming from a person that has multiple wins in fucking Fortnite. I have multiple wins in fucking. Actually, I take that back. I have one win, I think, in PUBG. One.
I'll be honest. I got like no wins in Fortnite. Like dozens of wins in PUBG. 4 wins in Apex. You know what I mean?
I will say I generally like don't play BRs unless someone invites me to play them. But this one feels like one you can jump into solo, even though it's like a forced 3-man squad aspect.
It is.
They built in the whole ping system. That shit no other game is doing. They even said they spent a month testing the game with no voice chat just to see how good the ping system was.
Bro, people actually stick with you, help you out and shit in that game.
Oh yeah, they do.
Crazy.
Yep. I think if we talk about Apex, they do a lot of things that other BRs haven't done, which makes that BR fun. Like respawning works phenomenally.
I like the respawn system too.
Because the respawn system makes you go out of your way. Like you have to move. You have to go to a certain place that can set you up to die if you're not careful to get a teammate back, which is great because I think one game Jigga got clapped. I picked up his fucking revival card, ran there, revived Jigga, and then we won the game. So it was like lit.
Yeah.
Like these ideas that they're having, like this is the reason I'm gonna say this right now, and you can quote me on this. If Apex is not bigger than Fortnite by the end of this year, I will personally get off of YouTube. Nah, I'm lying. I ain't gonna do none of that. I will eat a hat. Wow. I will eat a hat made out of pancakes. There we go.
I mean, Apex has already surpassed what Fortnite did.
Yeah, but it might slow down. All the games did it.
I mean, everyone I know, like even people like everyone I know that's playing it, like enjoying the hell.
Yeah,
out
no,
of it.
I know the same people. Like kids are talking about Apex Legends and stuff like that now as well. I'm surprised they did. As well as they're not as in tune or wanting to play Fortnite as they once were. They just don't find the appeal anymore.
Once the battle pass system comes out for Apex, it'll be.
That's the best part about Apex. They have given us a roadmap for I think the next 3 months, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're basically making sure we don't get stuck in some honeymoon phase that
they let us know coming. They said
something constant, you know.
Yeah,
like that's why Fortnite's been doing so good because of these constant updates and whatnot.
My thing is they haven't given us like Fortnite and Epic have not given anyone a roadmap of what to expect.
Yeah, but you can always expect something after the next battle pass. That's the thing.
No, but my thing is that's fine. But the reason that this is so good for the game is because you know exactly what's coming, when it's coming, how it's going to work. And here's the thing. This is the best part about Respawn. I feel like if you were to give them feedback like, oh, we want solos or we want quads, they'll try to get that into the game. I feel like they're going to be receptive to that kind of stuff.
I don't think it's the right game for solos, but I respect
I think, because my thing is you could just do 6. Remember, it's not that many people in the game anyway. It's like 60 people. If they increase the map size and then up the player count, it can still work. I think the thing about it is,
if you introduce solos to a game that's basically got hero shooter elements, then you create a what you call it in fighting game, a tier system.
And
basically be trying to use the highest tier characters to keep winning games.
Here's my thing about a tier system. A tier system is telling you how powerful each character is. It's not telling you how good someone is with each character. That's the flaw with a tier system. A tier system, somebody could be trash as fuck, but they play an S tier character. They still trash at the end of the day, skill wise. The character is making up for those deficiencies. That doesn't make them automatically good. That just means that because of the deficiencies in the player's skill, the character is making up for that. You can still be trash.
But that same character can make a bad person look good. That's that type of shit.
Yeah, and my thing is these things can always happen. But you know what the funny thing about that is? We only have 8 characters right now. They can always introduce other characters that flip the script on certain other characters and create matchup problems. Like that's the reason that with fighters, there's always a bad matchup for somebody. You don't have a 10-0 matchup anywhere. You either have a 5-5, a 6-4, a 7-3. No one has a matchup where they completely rout the other character.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is that's not an indictment on the system. Like you can only make a character as much as you can make a character. It's on the player to make up the lack of skill. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. And what And the thing about it is, you know who the best character would be if they did do solos? Lifeline, because she's the only one that can heal without a health kit.
No, man.
And I think
she's basically got.
Here's my thing, you know,
they'd have to change that around a little bit.
No, they wouldn't. You know why? Because her health kit does not heal that fast. You literally have to sit there.
Or make solos to where no one gets special skills, but nobody would like that.
Like, but that's my thing. Think about it. All the characters' skills, they don't affect gameplay in a way that you can't get around it.
You know, what I'm thinking right now is the reason they don't have solos now is because they're trying to figure out the whole server system. You know, I don't think they wanted to send it out with all these different modes and have shit crash and whatnot.
Yeah, because I mean, the servers went down today and yesterday, but people are still able to play.
Yeah, it's smart what they're doing. They take it their time while still giving people what to expect.
I'm gonna tell you who definitely loving this shit right now. EA, they stock went from looking scary to that shit.
That shit is high as it's ever been right now.
Yo, them motherfuckers EA was like, yo, we fucked.
I should have bought that stock.
My thing is, the funny thing is, they had nothing to do with this game whatsoever.
Yeah, like, it was just like, hey, we bought y'all, but whatever y'all doing, don't tell us, my man. We be busy with this other shit, all right? Hey, so boss.
Because I think they thought that they were making Titanfall 3, and then they just showed them.
No, they knew what was going on.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course, EA knew what was going on. Yes, bro.
They even said like EA had nothing to do with the microtransactions.
It had nothing to do with the microtransaction, but you think really?
They showed them the build.
Children. Okay, exactly. But this goes back to before I think that Respawn was ever acquired by EA. I think they've been working on this game that long, to be honest. Because I mean, when did Titanfall 2 come out? 2017.
No, but this Apex is what Titanfall 3 was gonna try and be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my
then they
remember EA had to outbuild Nexion to get that game. So if remember, Nexion likes these type of games. They were gonna buy them for $500 million. I could see like a Titanfall, like an actual Titanfall multiplayer with these characters, and they just turned it into a BR because it's like, why not? It's pretty like cheap and not labor intensive. You're not going to be doing too much other than making the map and doing changes or making it bigger or smaller. So I understand, like, I can understand how EA may have nothing to do with it because of the fact that it came from that time period and they just flipped some shit to make it, and then they just worked on that until now.
Yeah, because didn't they also say like EA was like kind of nervous about it too? I mean, this game would go over.
I would be nervous too because you have Fortnite on the market, PUBG, which is struggling, and fucking Rings of Elysium, all these other BRs. So I can understand the apprehension about it. But right now, them motherfuckers like, hey, so Respawn, sorry about that, Chief. What you were saying?
You best believe they're gonna get that any funding they want now.
Well, they had that.
The amount of money they're gonna.
My thing is also EA should just stop. Just let the developers do what they have to do. Like.
I mean, the thing is, they're a company. They want to go with the trends and try to make money.
Remember, hold on. This is the problem with that. When we say a company, we have to realize Activision, EA, Ubisoft, and certain other companies are publicly traded. That means that you, as a person, can go buy stock in that company today, and you are a shareholder. You may not make decisions, but that means that your success in terms of you've given money to EA, and they have to return your investment into them. That's the reason that people get so upset. It's like, EA is not like this to be like this. They're like this because they have a set of people that they answer to that want their return on investment, whether they want that quick, fast, whatever. So we need to be receptive to that mentality. I know people are going to hate EA no matter what I say, but I'm just saying we need to research these things before we just say fuck somebody. Like, it is what it is.
It had nothing to do with Apex. Remember that.
Yeah, like.
But what I was going to say is, it's really Battlefield. That shit is dead, bro. Even if they do come out BR, they ain't gonna do shit.
Battlefield. I mean, it couldn't be worse. They're still retaining players, not as many as they would like, but it's still so decently well. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I've been trying to play it a lot lately, but after a while, you realize there's a lack of content. Like especially maps. If there was more maps, I wouldn't have no problem playing the game for a long time.
Here's my problem with Battlefield. No matter what you do with Battlefield. And this is something that I said beforehand. People are like, oh, we want what? And Hardhead, you know where I'm going with this. They want what? A modern day Battlefield game, right?
Oh man, they don't really want it though.
No, they want this, but they don't realize that. Okay, if you want this, you want what type of guns? You want the guns you've seen in all the movies, all these fucking TV shows and shit. You want MP5Ks. You want the fucking M16, A3, A4, fucking whatever, right? What did these gun companies do in between Battlefield 4? And now they realized that, oh, we own IPs. These IPs are not making us money. You know what we should do? We should monetize these licenses we got here. That's the reason you haven't seen a modern shooter other than really Arma, but Arma came out before that. Who's trying to pay Heckler and Koch however much money to just put fucking MP5 and then the K on it?
MP5 with the K on it.
No, go. You don't believe me? Go look at Battlefield 3.
I know what you're talking about.
What do they call the MP5 in Battlefield 3 close quarters? M5K. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is the M5K? What is the M5K? Is that the new boy band? What is that?
That new shit, bro. Straight shooter, dog.
It is. Like, somebody asked them, isn't the EP5K a real weapon? Yes, and that's the problem. Real life gun companies like they have these rights now and they're paying attention to it, so they want to get compensated.
Ubisoft's got all the real guns in their games, though.
But they have deals with these companies in the first place. Certain companies have deals. Remember, they have Tom Clancy. They got them Tom Clancy deals. You know, people fuck with Tom Clancy, so of course they got those deals. And also, they actually don't have all the real names on those guns. Go look at the last fucking Ghost Recon. They do not. They had ACR. I'm like, isn't Remington make ACR? And then I found out, hey, Remington has a deal with Tom Clancy books. So that would lean this way over to Ubisoft by proxy. Also, I'm jingling my keys in the background, so I got Spurs to jingle, jangle, jingle. My bad. Yeah, no. But it's just one of those things. We can move on. Anybody else got anything to say?
Just that Apex Legends is the shit.
Yeah, definitely is.
Definitely that new hotness.
It's okay.
Are we gonna talk about the
hotness? Fuck Fortnite.
Facts.
All right, Strat about to get jumped by 50 kids when he go outside.
No, dude, kids are even wanting to play Apex.
Bro, listen, Ninja's kids about to pull up on Strat with the quitting.
Yo, even Ninja is getting tired of Fortnite. This man is not caring for Fortnite that much.
Yeah, but man is just trying to get on the hype of other games so people can watch him still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Some of the Rainbow weapons do have spin-off names. Sephiroth. Oh fuck.
That's the thing.
Damage to him. What the fuck?
You fuck. I hope you ain't playing Kingdom Hearts 1.
Are we gonna talk about Disney being happy with the whole EA?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That's definitely on the list. This one full topic away. We gotta talk about the new Sekiro trailer first. Mr. Krabs, if you haven't watched the trailer, I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis. It's not 100%. Mr. Krabs recruits you to do killing for him.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Mr. Krabs also big as fuck, by the way. This man looked like fucking he eat good. Looked like the greatest linebacker of all time out there.
See, I didn't get to see the trailer. Are you talking about Mr. Krabs, the voice actor dude?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, so he's in the game. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit I just thought about. Y'all remember Jackie Chan Adventures and the fat dude? What was his name?
Shoot. I have not watched that show in a while.
No, bro. I'm not saying they look the same, but he had the same like rotund size. If you catch my drift, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I just thought about this shit. He do look like that fat motherfucker from Jackie Chan Adventures. I love that show, by the way. Jackie, one more thing. So, anybody else watch the trailer other than me?
I want to see gameplay.
They show gameplay, Game Informer.
I mean, actual gameplay.
Game Informer has that.
Cause if it plays like a Souls game, I'm good, bro.
No, it doesn't. You thought Bloodborne was aggressive. It's way more aggressive than that.
They said this shit way harder.
And plus, it's nothing like gameplay wise. You don't lose your souls on death. None of that. It has a normal RPG leveling system, shit like that. It's completely different to a degree.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one then.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I've seen gameplay and I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I'm definitely gonna try it. I get FromSoft has an infinite. I will at least buy your game once, and if I don't like it, I'll trade it in because FromSoft ain't never did me dirty.
Yeah, same.
Armor Core games. If they made an Armor Core game I promise you, I'm first in line to buy this shit. Make an AC game. Make it. It'll sell. I promise. I bet none of them kids out there know what Armor Core is.
Oh man, that's that old hotness, dog.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. Where we read? So, Disney says it has a good relationship with EA and prefers to license the games rather than publish. And in that statement, they said we remember our own history with making games. So, like Tron, that one Tron game, I think it was Tron Evolution or Legacy. I think Evolution was a TV show. I don't know what the name of the game was now. I think I own it on Xbox, but they said that they like their deal with EA, so they would rather just do that. So what do y'all think?
People gotta understand, making games is fucking hard, man.
No, see, I'm not surprised they would say something like that. They closed down LucasArts. I was pissed off about that decision. They shouldn't have done that, but they did.
I mean,
it probably wasn't viable for them to have LucasArts.
The thing about LucasArts, we have to realize something. They already shut down all of their studios. So as soon as they bought LucasArts, that was going to happen.
No, I think they could have, pour some money into it. Disney isn't very, very nice these days as well.
I mean, if you gotta think about it like this. Redhood, you gotta think about it like this. If LucasArts if they saw that LucasArts was in a good position, they would have kept them. They got rid of it because it wasn't gonna make them anything.
Hold on, Stretch. You have to realize a year or two before they bought that studio, they closed down all of their development studios. They're not like
they just don't care about it that much. They just rather license it and not have to.
It's because the studios Disney had weren't doing it. Weren't cutting it,
No, it wasn't that. They just didn't see the point. Like if you remember Split Second, that game is phenomenal. Love it. It's one of the best racing games.
But it didn't sell.
My thing is Disney just doesn't care. They just want to license it out to anybody that's willing to pay top dollar. It's not that hard.
It's not even top dollar. They just rather license it out to somebody that would rather make the game than try to do it themselves. The only
my thing is there are other companies that would love to, but EA is paying a lot of money for that Star Wars license.
My thing is, EA said we want exclusivity. Disney's like, okay, hey, listen, y'all trying to pay us? Hey, ain't no more, champ.
I don't know how people like going in and stuff like that are like surprised about that shit. I saw that type of response from Bob Iger, like it was nothing. I don't know.
People, my thing is and also DMV said Marvel Games is having success, but this is the thing about that. The involvement is Marvel Games and how Marvel works in contention with the rest of Disney is different.
Yeah.
Marvel is kind of its own entity within Disney. They don't really answer to anyone outside of a select few to other people. Mm-hmm. Marvel Studios answers to fucking Kevin Feige. That's who they answer to. He answers to maybe whoever the CEO
Kevin Feige had a middleman, but now he just answers to
before he had a middleman, now he's the head of Marvel Studios. He answers to nobody but him. Marvel TV is different because Marvel TV still answers to the fuckboy that Kevin Feige had to answer to. So that's different.
Yeah, Jeff Loeb, I think. Or Joe Quesada. I don't know. It's one or the other.
No, it's not Joe Quesada. He's
okay. Then it's Jeff Loeb.
Yeah. The thing about this is LucasArts, once it was dissolved, you have to realize they dissolved the game making half of that. LucasArts never really licensed their shit out like that. So Disney had to do the deal making for Star Wars games of the property to be used in a game fashion. So that means that people can debate and bid, Jesus Christ, for the rights to make these games. EA, when they made their bid to get these games, they were thinking, okay, we have BioWare under us, who is renowned for Knights of the Old Republic 1, not 2, because they didn't make 2, and other games, so people have an attachment to them, and people were thinking, okay, now that they have that license, BioWare is going to make Star Wars games. Not realizing that BioWare was already making 3 games at once, so it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. And one of the things is I know DMV fans saying that they're not going to say anything if the deal is active, but they could
they could get out that deal
immediately. They have so much money, the lawyers could literally rip up that contract and they can give it to somebody else, but they're making a lot of money from EA, so they don't see the point.
You have to realize that Disney, they could have dissolved that deal around with the Battlefront 2 shit. They didn't. You have to realize Disney probably has so many outs in that fucking contract for that game, for those licenses. They could be like, if EA cough wrong in a meeting with us, we dissolve this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrew Wilson going to hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, hey, cut that shit. We done. We'll never know the ins and outs of what's happening, how it happened. When they signed the deal, everybody was surprised that they got exclusivity. Everybody's like, what the fuck? But it is what it is, and we have to live with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sucks when you see a game franchise. Well, not a game franchise, but a franchise with so much potential, and it's because of greed, this company is just fucking it over, and they keep fucking it over because of their greed. But it's you can all you gotta do is just focus on making.
I want to
a good
see it's
product.
greed.
You can still make money off of it. Like just focus on making something good, and you will get your money back.
The thing is, they're trying to go with what the state of gaming is at now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, do I wish Disney made like a Marvel Games, air quotes Marvel Game Studios, like Lucas Game Studios, and then they can work with developers, licensing it and working closely with them, storyboard wise, stuff like that. I would love that, but Disney just doesn't care when it comes to really Star Wars license.
I feel like Disney is realizing that now with their Disney movies not doing so great.
Well, yeah, I understand that, and I like read a lot of reports and stuff like that about.
They're looking
Kathleen
for like the
Kennedy.
Kevin Feige. They're looking for a Kevin Feige for the Star Wars movies.
Well, right now, Kathleen Kennedy is still on board, but they're containing her, and she's not really having. It's like basically she's president in name only, and Bob Iger is really like the one.
Well, she was
Hold
on, let's get one thing straight. She's already in the process of leaving, so it's not like she was going to be doing anything.
Well, they renewed the contract, but they're trying to wait after the Fox deal's over to announce anything other further.
That makes sense because you have to make sure they go. Like, my thing is, when we look at Star Wars, I know a lot of people don't care for The Last Jedi or whatever. The movie's fine. I don't know why people are so upset about it, but I know I'm about to get hate mail for that comment, but whatever. Come at me, bitch. No, but when I look at this, it's like LucasArts has never had that one person that commands the studio. George Lucas was always in and out and didn't give a fuck, or he gave a fuck and then didn't give a fuck the next day. Like, they're never gonna that's the thing about Star Wars. It's so funny. They've never had one singularized vision for what they wanted the series to be. So it's a bunch of shit at once.
No, I agree. I think personally, if we're talking about a personal leadership, though, Dave Filoni, in terms of writing, in terms of writing series, Rebels, Clone Wars, and he's working on Mandalorian, that dude should be the one to lead the ship and
here's my thing,
steer in the right direction.
What happens? Like, this is the thing. Some people are fit for leadership, but certain things happens when you take people who are meant for creating away from the creation process. That's
true. I mean, I feel like he's in terms of like writing boards and stuff like that. He's a part of that. Granted, will he be more hands-on? Probably not, but he's more into like assigning positions and stuff like that. And what's best for the company? I feel like he would be all for it. And
I doubt that, but
I don't know. I think that would be better. I think he'd be way better than Kathleen Kennedy. That's just me.
I mean, I don't have her particularly a highlight, but my thing is, there's not many executives with familiarity with that, and Dave Filoni's too important to the other segments of LucasArts and Lucasfilm to really be moved anywhere else. Anywho, now that I think about that, to be completely honest, if anybody wants a Naughty Dog Star Wars game, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't want that.
I want Naughty Dog to keep doing what they're doing.
They need to make their own creative titles. Like, I remember I was reading something today, and somebody said I never want a Naughty Dog first person game. I'm like, well, guess what, bitch, I do.
Imagine what they could do.
Like, I hate when people say that I don't want this from this dev, and it's like you pigeonhole these devs into your box of what you want them to make instead of letting them be creative. Y'all basically Microsoft in these companies. Stop being some bitches.
Microsoft in these companies.
Put the ass in the box and say make this. Fuck out of here with that. Let them be free. But anywho, we moving on from that Star Wars bullshit to Xbox Live is coming to Switch.
Oh man, it been on Switch though, Sentry.
Well, more of it is coming to Switch. How do we feel about this?
I mean,
not surprised.
I do say I'm looking forward to the laugh that I'm gonna get when the only people paying for Xbox Live are gonna be the people who actually own an Xbox.
I'm just trying to understand how that works, though.
Supposedly, what I'm hearing is like achievements and stuff like that. It's going to be a part of it, and friends list and all that. Now, I think they're going future proofing and stuff like that, and probably cloud gaming on other devices. That's really what I'm hearing from what some people are saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying they're trying to have one foot in the console market, one foot out, and to just fully be, I guess you say, an open platform where they're on as many devices as possible. I mean, it is what it is.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
They'd be on PlayStation if they could. They don't care about selling consoles no more. At least they shouldn't.
At least not this generation.
Nah, this makes me feel like I was saying on a Redhood podcast, I feel like they're leaving console market. Like they're not fully doing it, but I really feel like they're making steps towards leaving it.
You think?
I think the problem is like, and I've always said this about Microsoft. Microsoft as a company has always been, we're interested in this, and then we switch our interests within the next month or two. That's the reason that every time they go on the PC gaming, people have pushed them out because they do more harm than good. Always have. And
I don't believe Halo Infinite should be on PC.
it will be. You're gonna.
I know.
I know some people are upset about that, but it will
I just
be.
need a reason to have my Xbox, yeah.
But that's the problem, though, when we think about that. But going back to Nintendo, I don't like. Honest to God, I don't know what Nintendo gonna do. That shit crazy. I don't like. First we hear that they offering a new service for online, then we heard they got a new Switch. I don't know. It's Nintendo. I gave up.
I really feel like they don't know what they doing, bro.
Nintendo and Microsoft, if not both.
Either one of them.
You just gotta call me. I can fix all that shit for them.
Shit,
Oh man.
This man gonna say fucking play Halo or some shit.
Wait.
Yeah, I'll fix that. I'll fix that whole business.
You ain't gonna fix shit. They gonna fire you the same week they fired me for cussing somebody else in the community.
As soon as I get on there, they're gonna make
$3.
Millions.
$3.
Like, oh shit, this dude knows what he's talking about.
Oh my gosh.
They
He's speaking to these Xbox fans like we've never seen before.
What?
Wait, hey, this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna hire Strat to get Phil Spencer job. Within a week, they fire him. Like, yo, where the fuck is no.
I want Phil Spencer working under me. You know what I mean?
Exactly, this is gonna happen. He's gonna be like, I'm only focusing on Halo. The rest of the shit can kick rocks.
Hey, that's fine with me. I'll focus on Halo and Gears. That's all we need.
That week, all the studios is like, yo, he ain't paying us no attention.
Again,
no budget. Halo and Gears got all the budget. What the fuck we doing here then?
Hey, we gonna make a platform just for Halo and Gears. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Oh no, Strat.
Strat gonna be fired.
That's what the community wants.
You're gonna make $8 in your whole career. It's gonna be from a gamer chat change, dog. That's sad.
At least he's gonna have infinite Xbox Live for the rest of his life, though. I think
Xbox Live gonna be free.
They definitely firing your ass. They definitely gone.
They'll be like, "What? Our moneymaker? Man,
yeah, bitch, free money.
Get this drunk man off the freaking project."
Nice.
But yeah,
we haven't talked about the Division yet, have we?
That's the story.
Oh man.
We don't need to talk about that shit.
The what?
Again.
The trash engine. Oh man.
But first, I have a topic before that.
Yeah, I don't know why a lot of people are hyping but we'll get more into it.
We got a couple topics before we get to that. Yeah. Former Telltale and Ubisoft developers are starting a new studio. So, yeah, I'm trying to find the name of it. Oh, okay. They're starting Ad Hoc, which is focused on building interactive narrative experience. So,
isn't Ad Hoc something that used to be on a PS2? I mean, PSP? So
no,
bro. You're giving me hope, man. The Wolf Among Us is coming back. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I would love that shit to happen, but
Ad Hoc was a communication mode on PSP.
Connection mode, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
it's a weird name.
Another topic is Devil May Cry director says that Smash Bros fans want Dante as Capcom for his games to be on Switch. Yikes.
Hey, that'd be lit.
That's
though.
basically like
I do not want to
says no. Capcom's gonna give you a big fat no.
I don't want Dante on the Switch. I'm gonna keep it above.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind it.
You hating?
Capcom, given choice to make Dragon's Dogma 2, decided to make Devil May Cry 5 first.
Trash decision.
I'm fine with it. What Devil May Cry 5? I need that shit.
I'm fine with that because I'm still gonna get Dragon's Dogma 2 regardless. It ain't gonna be great.
Both trash.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, get this.
You have like
there's one game I want to play that I can't play right now, dog.
What?
Dragon Dogma Online.
Okay. You don't want to play that, by the way. I heard it's trash.
Oh man, I need that, yo.
Nah, dog. Just play Dragon's Dogma 2 when it drops. It's gonna be better.
You better have co-op.
Watch you not have co-op and you be upset.
Facts.
Wait, was online really good though? Before you get off, move on.
Dragon. We don't have that over here.
We don't have it over here.
Oh,
Huh.
Japan only.
Yeah.
that's Japan, dog.
Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Oh yeah. By the way, there's 2 new videos up on the Outer Worlds on Game Informer. That is their cover for February or March. I'm not sure which.
It might be March. Yeah, it's March. Usually, it's being covered like
a month
this
ahead.
month. It's March for some reason. That's how they do it.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about that, please look at that. God Eater 3 came out recently. Am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, Cabal was announced for MK11, which I don't care because I'm not buying that shit.
Oh man, chill on the MK slander, sir.
I haven't liked the MK69. You know this. I haven't liked the NetherRealm game 6.9, and I think 9 is not that good in certain places.
Wait, you said 6.9? Oh man.
So,
Shut the fuck up, Jigga.
Yeah.
You about to make me sing my song.
Oh shit.
Yo,
Whoa, you can't be talking about singing when you suck 6.9, dog. Oh man.
Whoa, gee.
You did too much singing.
Says fuck 6ix9ine this and fuck
Oh yeah, so
6ix9ine
that's what I forgot. Grand Blue Fantasy Remake is no longer being developed by Platinum Games. Shout out to Jack Moo Johnny. Fuck Platinum.
Ain't that a PlayStation exclusive?
Well, it's PlayStation PC, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Fuck
But
Platinum.
no, that game actually looked really, really good though. If I'm gonna be completely honest, like I was like when I saw that gameplay, I was like, wow, this looks really, really good. But this whole situation, yeah, I'm confused because they said the contract expired.
Yeah.
But I would assume you would want to renew said contract, or to continue development of game, because I'm confused. Unless I think it's Size Games or something like that. Yeah. Unless they're able to continue development and keep that gameplay the same and fluid, then I have no problem with it. But if the problem lies where there's a drastic change in one section of the game, and you can notice that, and there's gonna be a big problem. But it's crazy that Platinum Games won't have any credit. They're legit scrubbed from everything having to do with the project. But Platinum Games is like, yeah, go support and stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow. I don't know if it's a money issue, they couldn't, or they worked on too many projects that we don't know about, or it's a combination of everything.
We never know when it comes to Platinum Game. Me Platinum Lanes, I'm sorry, I almost said their name wrong.
Well, y'all hate Platinum so much. Like, what do they do to y'all?
Hey, they ain't do nothing good. That's what they do to us, though.
Look, they made Near Automata. They get a W.
Wow, I get them near, but what
in
else
terms of gameplay, Metal Gear Rising was pretty good, except for the story was just garbage.
They get three W's out of
Bayonetta was
the
pretty
15
good,
games they made. Yeah, it was 3 W's out of the 15 some games they made.
Oh yeah, they are making Bayonetta. So
Bayonetta's gonna be trash. I just want y'all to know that.
Bayonetta 1, 2 is pretty good. I actually enjoy those games.
I don't. I try to play it. I'm like, nah, it ain't for me, dog.
You just don't like Nintendo games.
Oh man.
I play Mario Kart Facts.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Never played Versus Us.
Oh man.
What I had it, but y'all never played it.
Wait. Next topic is Resident Evil 2 shipped 23 million copies. Discuss. I got a phone call.
What shipped 23 million?
That's a surprise.
RE2, but
I said Red Dead Redemption. What?
Red Dead Redemption, yeah. I thought
Red Dead? I thought you said RE2.
Oh,
you
said RE2.
You said RE2.
You definitely said RE2.
I was like,
I was going to say, dude,
that's a surprise. How the fuck you did that video that quick?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Everybody in the world about this bitch.
Well, since he got a phone call, anybody like Red Dead still? No? Okay, moving on.
Don't get me started.
Who's still playing Red Dead?
Nobody.
See, I was replaying it January.
Hey man, I might replay it just to be bad.
Shout out to GTA for having more replayability than Red Dead, but Red Dead's more of an RPG. That shit crazy.
Okay, I'll say for the online, I'm glad the online is complete ass, so we can actually get good single player DLC.
That's if they decide to do that. They might just try to keep.
No, they're not. The player base has been like dwindling on that.
Hey guys,
it's crazy.
Yeah, because the community, if not only the content but the fucking economy is just as bad as fucking GTA, and people finally want to speak up about it. It's fucking bullshit.
Guys,
no, I think
CFDs is free to play until the 13th.
With friends, free to play with friends.
Just got that Xbox Live message.
I'm good. They can keep that trash.
Hey, who wanna stream that, dog? Hey, fuck this.
I'm good, dude. I'll probably fall asleep.
Who a hater? How you know you never played it, have you?
I'm back.
No, why would I play a trash game when I can see it?
Oh man, see, judging games you ain't never played.
Let me be
quiet. You telling me kitchen chickens is really fun?
You
telling me drinking beer in the game rum is good?
Hold on.
I'm good. I'm good. I can tell when games are good. I can tell when games are bad.
Somebody explain to me why we talking about Sea of Thieves. That shit is trash.
Exactly. Strat brought it up.
Trey says Sea of Thieves is fire, dog.
Whoa, Trey.
Trey should slap you for saying some dumb shit like that. I know Trey would never say that.
Look, if y'all ain't played it, y'all can't call it trash.
Hey,
I definitely played it.
They put Trey in a game, I bet you he'll say that bitch fire, dog.
You damn right.
I can see him being in that game for real too.
Facts.
The only time I ever used Game Pass on an Xbox game was Gears. Everything else I'll never use.
So 2 more topics before we get to the last topic. Valve is holding an award show for Steam Awards. It'll be live streamed on February 8th.
The Steam Awards.
Oh man, Steam Awards.
I stopped because it said what this shit already happened.
Oh, it happened? Oh.
Well,
it did.
I said 10 a.m. I'm like 10 a.m. PT. I'm like, motherfucker, I was busy. What?
You got to check his watch.
Dude, Farming Simulator better win some awards. We won some awards, dude.
Nigga tapped his watch like, is that the right time?
I'm like, is that a P or A? Wait a minute. Tim, I don't like.
I must be tripping. This shit already happened.
I definitely thought it was
like watching the Super Bowl when everybody worrying about NBA.
Oh my god! What else I was about to? Hold on, I'm about to find the topic. I just had it too. Oh my god! Oh yeah, that's right. CD Projekt Red offers more compensation to The Witcher creator Andrzej Sapkowski, aka Ho Ass Boy.
Why?
No, let him keep going. I got a lot to say about this.
So basically, he sued CD Projekt Red and demanded, well, CD Projekt, not Red, but he sued them. He said, "I want $16.1 million exactly," and they was like, "Champ, we fuck with you, but no." Mm-hmm. So now CD Projekt changed their mind. It was like, "All right, here we'll give you some money, but we ain't give you nothing."
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red, they're making just so much money. They're like, here.
My whole issue is that author. And I like his books as well. I think I'm on like the 3rd book, Last Wishes or something like that. I don't know. But this man wanted a whole sum to sell. Have the license. Have them to have the license, right? He didn't want any royalties. He laughed at them and said, "Yeah, I want my money up now." Like right up front, please, because I don't think you guys are gonna make anything that great. Because he hates video games. He didn't think it was gonna be that popular. He had old Witcher 3 and stuff like that became super popular. Made me go and buy his books. Without those devs, I wouldn't have read your books.
I would have bought it used just because.
I'm being completely honest.
That's your fault, anyways, knowing how to read.
But I would never buy his books now the way he acting, bro.
Yeah, but no, and now he wanted more money, and he said many times and many interviews and meet and greets about The Witcher 3, and he's just like, yeah, I made a mistake for not having royalties. And,
he didn't even want a percentage. He just wanted a certain amount of money. I'd have been like, fuck it, you can have this money. We're gonna make that back plus more.
No, but he had no confidence in video games.
You have no confidence in your own book. That basically I'm saying you don't have confidence.
You have to realize when that shit first came out, like Witcher 3 first came out and they started getting all these awards and shit, he was like, the books made the game popular. I'm like, bitch, if you don't stop your fucking line.
Yeah, and he's a good author. Don't get me wrong, but the way he acts is so arrogant. It's just,
But I remember when the fucking Metro writers started cooking his
Yep.
ass. I was like, let's go.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I mean, they're doing more. I think they just want to have a good relationship with him, and and anything if they want to collaborate with one another. But that's the only reason why they're doing it.
Basically, this is like the grandchild giving their grandfather money so he can shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Shut the
man.
fuck up, Grandpa Jesus.
Exactly, and and hopefully he'll stop this because it's ridiculous. And I'm kind of glad CD Project Red was like super open about it. Saying like, listen, they want some money from us. We're not doing all this, and I'm glad they were like telling the fans and the general public about this when they didn't even have to.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He a dumbass.
He not a dumbass. He just entitled asshole.
Nah, he really dumb, dog.
That was dumb. He could have been a billionaire right now, dog.
Not a billionaire,
Or a millionaire.
he'd be financially better off than he is now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Well, he's making some money on the Netflix stuff, but we'll see how long that lasts if that show's even good.
That show's gonna be phenomenal.
Better
It's
get
coming
this
out this year.
Yo, when does Netflix let you down on shows though?
Wait, what?
plenty of time.
Russian.
I mean,
Russian,
Netflix lets you
what's
down
that?
on movies, but shows they almost hit
What's
it out
that
the
shit?
park.
Russian something.
Russian Doll, that shit lit.
Nah, Russian Doll was a disappointment.
That movie, that show was lit. I finished it last night.
Only
That shit
thing,
was,
only thing Russian Doll did for me was get a song stuck in my head.
bro, that show was
Gotta
lit.
get up, gotta get out, gotta get going before the morning comes.
Yeah, I love that shit, man.
I really thought he was about to sing the Persona shit. I was about to be upset.
Oh, man.
Yo, that show was lit, Hardhead. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't
I
get
will
the
say-
you didn't get the whole arc though.
I think the ending is just what upset me. Like
No, the ending was right because
after the first 3 episodes, the shit started picking up, and then the ending just was like,
nah,
what the
it
fuck?
worked out because you didn't want those. Like, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Hey, so
Because each one figured out their problems and had to fix the other one's problems.
all right, so I'm about to do this last topic. I'm gonna run off and get my burritos. So let me set y'all up so y'all can talk about it, so I can go get my food. Microsoft Studios has rebranded and become
It's like a minute topic. That
Xbox Game Studios. I'm about to go get my burritos. Y'all talk about
like,
this shit.
how is this? This ain't something you leave for last, bro.
Put some hot sauce in my burrito, baby. Don't do
Oh,
that good to me.
All they did was change their name. What the fuck? And Brad grabbed me a burrito too.
Man, Strat, you ain't got a lot of us. We know you moving them pies, dog.
But now, how we
What?
feel about Microsoft, yo?
Oh man, that's they calling them now Strat burritos. Oh man. All right, so what we talking about now?
This man is stupid, bro.
Microsoft Studios to Xbox Game Studios. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, this is my opinion. I really feel like they're leaving the console market, bro. They're fucking getting behind the brand of Xbox Game Studios. This is gonna be like a fucking game studio, bro. You're fucking leaving consoles behind, bro. I'm telling you. Oh man, if it happened, Jigga said it first. Facts.
I mean, they should become a software company, anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. No, they do fuck up their software.
Like,
dog.
just become a publisher, dog. That's all you gotta do.
Oh man, they're gonna do like Amazon have like Microsoft Web Services and shit. Oh man,
Hey, they
The
do.
Microsoft Web Service.
They already got one called Game Pass, dog.
they're gonna be hosting PlayStation network, dog. Facts. Hey.
Oh, they do. It's called Xbox Live, yo, and like
Bro,
little
the
add-on.
Xbox will
You
eat
got-
that shit up.
You got EA access, like an HBO Now joint. Know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. They got Game Pass. But
Oh,
like,
we never talked about the rumors of EA Access coming to PlayStation, huh?
yeah, we definitely skipped that one, man.
Oh man.
I mean,
I don't think. Yeah.
that was funny because then when they first they brought it to EA first, and I mean
PlayStation first.
PlayStation said this don't seem like something that our fans would want.
Yep.
They just didn't want EA to make more money. That was basically the gist of it. Because they're not getting any royalty fees on it and stuff like that. It's just they'd rather make money on the games being sold than
I
anything
mean,
else.
PlayStation Now still doing better than that shit, so
PlayStation now trash.
it did better than Game Pass,
Game Pass is
EA
trash.
Access. What's the other ones? Origin Access.
Premiere. Origin Access.
All of them. They did all of them together. Did better than that.
PlayStation fanboys are weirdos.
Have you ever used PlayStation now, though?
I'm back. This shit good as fuck.
Never will, because shit trash.
Oh man, Jigga.
Look, you buy it for me, I'll definitely use it. Fact.
Wait, but Jigga, you gotta try it firsthand.
Wait, what happened?
Try it firsthand.
Look, they look. Okay, I got the best solution for them. All they got to do is just release a month for $1, and I will get it.
Hey, so
it's a free trial for 2 weeks, though, Jigga.
Nope. I want the whole month, bro. Fuck 2 weeks.
A whole month. Oh man, being greedy, Jigga.
And then it's gonna kill my data cap. Fuck that.
Call this man Jigga A, bro. He Jigga A.
They trying to kill my data cap, bro. Oh man, I ain't got time for that.
That is killing your data cap.
So we had the topics, I assume. We had the topics. I don't see no more on this list. And then my
what
little
about the whole, EA Access being on PlayStation?
EA Access being on PlayStation don't matter because literally they told them no. And if they do it, it's just be like, hey, we don't care.
And as long as we don't get the bullshit version that Xbox got, I don't even want that shit.
Oh, you want the Premiere?
That's definitely
I want Origin Access Premiere, dog.
You ain't getting that, bro. That's for PC.
Yeah, PC, man. PC best race.
I would buy the year version of Origin Access Premiere if it came to.
Hey, look at these entitled ass PlayStation gamers. Entitled ass PlayStation gamers, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna let it slide too, dog. But yeah, that's entitled, bro.
Oh man, definitely.
You trying to talk shit about PC players? You fucking entitled peasant forest station nigga.
4K.
Peasant Forest Station. I'm done.
Hey, Jigga, when they gonna add resolution options to that Xbox One X so all the games don't run like shit, dog?
What games run like shit, dog?
All the recent releases have been running better on PlayStation 4 Pro.
Kingdom Hearts 3 plays better on the PlayStation 4
I mean,
Pro.
we talking this
And
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Anthem,
Who's really playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on Xbox?
All of them running better on PlayStation Pro.
Look, I got this answer to that question. It's called developer bias.
No, it's not bias.
The developers are biased.
It's the
because of media bias.
Shit.
The media's bias has developed bias. These niggas, see.
Oh man,
that's what happened, bro.
You need to shut the fuck up because how is the last 4 games that have dropped on Xbox all been better on fucking PlayStation 4 Pro than the Xbox One X? That's your first problem.
Well, bro, I've been playing more on PC than anything. What you mean?
Yo, you saw his eyes dart back and forth. Yo.
Oh, this
it's crazy. We don't do that around here.
Yo, what is this, man?
Developer
We
bias.
didn't talk about if anybody played the Devil May Cry demo either.
I haven't played it.
I
yet.
haven't played it. That like
I haven't played it either, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I keep trying to tell y'all these mediocre games.
wait.
All right. No.
Wait. I'm gonna tell you the reason it's not on there because I knew that half of y'all wouldn't play it.
Oh man, it's these mediocre games dropping in 2019. That's what it is, dog.
Call DLC 5 mediocre again. I'm not talking to you for a month.
Oh man, you're gonna have to just go ahead and take that month, dog. Because if this game was some top-notch game of the year ass shit, nobody on this podcast would have skipped on the chance to play that bitch.
Skipped. I just knew y'all wouldn't play it.
Dude, I was going to.
I've been playing Apex Legends, ain't y'all? Niggas would rather play a free-to-play than get a chance at Devil May Cry 5. It's crazy.
Facts.
I'm buying that game mostly day one.
I'm buying that game day one. Shut up.
That ain't no game of the year, dog. I'm just telling you.
Oh,
It ain't no Halo, I'll tell you that.
DMC 5 might be better than Halo Infinite. I'm gonna say that right now.
Oh, that's a wild ass statement.
Notes, we are gonna get the fuck out of here if I gotta fucking destroy both of y'all souls.
That was a wild statement, sir.
Okay, so first and foremost, we want to thank y'all here at Usual Suspects. We appreciate all our viewers. Thank y'all for viewing the podcast. You didn't have to. Thank you for leaving the like if you did. You didn't have to do that. We appreciate it. So on this note, like I said before, because I keep repeating shit, we gonna get the fuck up out of here so I can eat my burritos. We gonna go at random, and hopefully this time I don't end up on the broadcast button. Let me use my middle finger. Jigga, do your outro.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Jigga,
Fuck.
your favorite casual streamer. Make sure you hit me up on twitch.tv/Jiggaapril. Check me out on Mixer whatever Mixer is, Jiggaapril. And then Twitter Jiggaapril1. Yeah. That's where you can find me if you want to talk to me. Facts.
Strat.
It's your boy Strat here. Halo enthusiast, Xbox guy.
Ew.
Signing out.
Not even Xbox guy. Play most of your games on PC. You a PC boy. Hardhead.
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Hardhead 7WD. I'm out. Deuces.
Redhood.
Before I do my outro, I do want to give a quick shout out to my game, Kingdom Hearts 3. Shipping 5 million units and being the most downloaded game of January, which beat out Resident Evil 2. And they were only out for 3 days. So shout out to Kingdom Hearts 3. Amazing game. Do want to say thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. And make sure to hit the subscribe button. You guys can check me out at Redhood 420 on YouTube as well as Twitch. And check me out on Twitter at Redhood 240. And I might be slandering some Xbox guys such as Strat.
Oh, man, Strat. Why you letting a man do this to you, dog?
My main man, Trey, my duo.
Bye, guys. And make sure you check me out at Locked Up Productions. That's on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Everything is like the same. That's fucking spooky. But we out. HSG up.
Oh man,
HSG, dog.
HSG all day. You don't fuck like Treyway.
Treyway. You just called me a virgin, sir?
I don't know. I just said some shit. Whoa. I don't know. I just said some wild shit. This burrito good as fuck. I'm Sentry.
You know what else is good? Hot sauce on my burrito,
Hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
Man.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know anymore. I get. But anywho, we gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna kill this first burrito right now. I'm rolling out next week. Bye.